dedicated and enjoy each and every moment. Number 9, Caleb Andrews is a defensive end and has played high school football for 3 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his mother, Erin Andrews, and grandmother, Elizabeth Andrews. The best advice Caleb has been given is to put your faith in God, not man. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is the day in and day out grind on and off the field. His favorite football memory is getting his first D1 scholarship for football. After graduation, Caleb plans to get his master's in either chemical engineering or architectural engineering. His advice to underclassmen is to treat every moment like your last. Number 9, Tayden Collins is a running back and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he has been escorted by his mother, Cassandra Collins, and his stepdad, Larry Arsenault. The best advice Tayden has been given is from his mom, always live today like it's your last, and from his grandfather to stay focused and live up to my dream. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is the physical spring practice going against first defense. His favorite football memory is scoring his first varsity touchdown. After graduation, Tayden plans to attend college and be a physical therapist or coach. His advice to underclassmen is never give up, be brave, have courage, and love life. Number 11, Amarian Cooper is a linebacker and safety and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Mariah Cooper and Alan Senegal. The best advice Amarian has been given is to keep going, your time will come. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is Coach Matt yelling for no reason then smiling 10 seconds later. His favorite football memory is the 2023 playoffs and playing with the same people since freshman year. After graduation, Amarian plans to major in chemical engineering and play college football. His advice to underclassmen is keep your grades up, don't put your head down after one missed assignment, and go to the next play. Number 13, Edouard Hernandez is a kicker and has played high school football for 2 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Lillian Palma and Edouard Hernandez. The best advice Edouard has been given is put the damn ball in the end zone by Coach Dotson. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is the game day environment at Bill Dotson Stadium. His favorite football memory is making a field goal in the dome last year. After graduation, Edouard plans to play college football. His advice to underclassmen is don't get McCullough upset. Number 17, Carver Swallow is a wide receiver and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Jared and Venus Swallow. The best advice Carver has been given is that nobody is perfect, but if you chase perfection, you can catch greatness. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is having something he can always work on and get better at. His favorite football memory is practicing during the playoffs in the cold weather. After graduation, Carver plans to work towards getting a master's degree in business. His advice to underclassmen is, if you have a vision, stick with it. Number 22, Parker Bruno is a running back and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Michael Bruno and Kristen Castile. The best advice Parker has been given is to live in the moment. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is being with his teammates every day. His favorite football memory is playing in the Superdome. After graduation, Parker plans to attend college. His advice to underclassmen is always bet on yourself. Number 23, Jonah Goche is a running back and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his mother, Helena Stevens Carmouche, and his stepfather, Thaddeus Carmouche. The best advice Jonah has been given is work harder in the dark so you can shine brighter than any other light. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is spending every day with his brothers. His favorite football memory is going to the Dome. After graduation, Jonah plans to go to college and major in engineering. His advice to underclassmen is work harder in the dark so you can shine brighter than any other light. Number 24, Braylon Noel is a defensive back and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight he is being escorted by his mother, Crystal Noel, and his brother, Brazen Noel, who is escorting in their father, Brian Noel's place since he is unable to attend. The best advice Braylon has been given by his parents is if it's easy, move on, but if it is hard, keep going. What he will miss most about Acadiana football home games, his favorite football memory is playing in the Superdome. After graduation, Braylon plans to play college football and start his own business. His advice to underclassmen is nothing is given to you. You got to go get it.
Apparently these come off easy, so be careful because if they come off easy but hard to put back on.
Number 45. Branson Thibodeau is a wide receiver and has played high school football for 3 years. Tonight he is being escorted by his father, Brent Theriault, and grandmother, Debbie Theriault. The best advice Branson has been given is to keep my head up high, stay motivated, never stop fighting, and never give up. What he will miss most about Acadiana football, my teammates and brothers, early morning wake-ups to a long late night games. His favorite football memory is going to the playoffs and making it all the way to championship games with my teammates. After graduation, Branson plans to go to college for aerospace engineering. His advice to underclassmen is keep y'all's head up no matter what the situation is and keep grinding. Number 49, Dominic Corville is a safety and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Corey and Beth Corville. The best advice Dominic has been given is never put yourself in a position to fail. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is Coach Sebold's pregame speeches. His favorite football memory is going to the Superdome for the state championship. After graduation, Dominic plans to attend college. His advice to underclassmen is don't give up, your time will come.
Basically, when plays are over there, I'll basically and by the way, this is
Number 50, Owen Carpenter is an offensive lineman and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Michael and Jennifer Carpenter. The best advice Owen has been given is make the most out of every opportunity given to you. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is the brotherhood built with the team. His favorite football memory is beating Edna Carr in the semifinals against all odds. After graduation, Owen plans to play college football and earn a degree. His advice to underclassmen is make the most out of every opportunity given to you. Number 51, Braxton Scriber is a right guard and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, James and Candace Scriber. The best advice Brandon has been given is you are not entitled to anything, work for what you earn. What he will miss most about Acadiana football, the number one fans and encouragement and support they provide. His favorite football memory was when he was told to have a clue from Coach McCullough. After graduation, Braxton plans to continue his football career at Ole Miss, studying to be an attorney. His advice to underclassmen is play every game like it's your last. Number 52, Brody Estes is a left guard and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, James and Mandy Estes. The best advice Brody has been given is have a clue. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is Friday nights. His favorite football memory is going to the Dome. After graduation, Brody plans to attend UL and get a degree in pre-law. No advice for his underclassmen.
It just makes me nervous. Burn out with 2 kids. Have a third, which we always wanted at least. But like, not 2 already. I love them. Oh no, they're funny as hell. It's great. Love that they.
Number 54, Valen Rylan Charles is a defensive tackle and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Valen Charles and Desiree Thibodeau. The best advice Valen has been given is success isn't owned, it's rented. Pay the rent. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is his teammates. His favorite football memory is the bus rides back from games. After graduation, Valen plans to go to college and play football. His advice to underclassmen is always work your hardest. Number 55, Jaden Landreneau is an offensive lineman and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Patrick Landreneau and Raquel Cusi. The best advice Jaden has been given is to keep working hard so you can get where you want to be. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is being on a team that everyone enjoys being a part of. His favorite football memory is going to the Dome. After graduation, Jaden plans to attend UL. His advice to underclassmen is find something you enjoy and stick with it. Number 67, Sanjaya Falk is an offensive lineman and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Gregory and Shamika Falk. The best advice Sanjaya has been given is to live in the moment and let God lead the way. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is the family giving. His favorite football memory is the playoff run of the 23-24 season. After graduation, Sanjaya plans to attend college for business and graphic design. His advice to underclassmen is enjoy your time in high school because it doesn't last long. Number 70, Kavini Wilson is a left tackle and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight he has been escorted by his mother, LaToya Montgomery, and Aunt Patsy Montgomery. The best advice has been given is potential means you haven't done anything yet by Coach Harris. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is the grit and the grind of trying to be the best. His favorite football memory is playing Edna Carr in the semifinals. After graduation, Kavini plans to play college football. His advice to underclassmen is there is any level of achievement that you want to reach, do it. Number 71, Robert Welsh, is a center and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Chad and Rochelle Carrier. The best advice Robert has been given is to never give up and to always be humble. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is the community and support from everyone, especially the atmosphere. His favorite football memory is going to the Superdome. After graduation, Robert plans to attend college. His advice to underclassmen is to be coachable. Number 83, Jaden Bessard, is a tight end and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his mother, Madonna Bessard Grand Prix, and stepfather, Irvin Grand Prix. The best advice Jaden has been given is nobody can want it more than yourself. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is all the moments and friends. His favorite football memory is when he caught his first touchdown pass. After graduation, Jaden plans to attend college and play football. His advice to underclassmen is make the most out of every opportunity given and have fun. Number 88, Jaden Carmouche, is a defensive lineman and has played high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his mother, Rita Broussard. The best advice Jaden has been given is to keep working and trust in God's path. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is the love and bond created from the team since freshman year. His favorite football memory is last year's playoff run. After graduation, Jaden plans to play college football and study English. His advice to underclassmen is don't stick on one play. Play the next one and do better. Number 99, Jaden Lawrence, is a defensive and offensive lineman and has played football, high school football for 4 years. Tonight, he is being escorted by his parents, Dramel and Regina Lawrence. The best advice Jaden has been given is to do your best and play your potential, and always remember education is important. What he will miss most about Acadiana football is his teammates and the support and excitement from the fans on Friday nights. His favorite football memory is beating Edna Carr in the semifinals and playing for the state championship his junior year. After graduation, Jaden plans to attend LSUE to study nursing. His advice to underclassmen is enjoy high school because it goes by fast. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2025 Acadiana High senior cheerleaders. Anaya Hebert is a 2-year cheerleader at Acadiana High School. She is escorted by her parents, Laquitha Allen and Brandon Hebert. Her most cherished high school memory is cheering in the Superdome for the state football championship game. Future plans for Anaya are to attend LSU, majoring in pre-med. Natalia Stewart is a 3-year cheerleader at Acadiana High School. She is escorted by her parents, Talia Lopez and Frederick Stewart. Her most cherished high school memory is cheering in the Superdome for the state football championship game. Natalia's future plans are to attend McNeese State University, majoring in radiology. Gabriella Lapinto is a four-year cheerleader at Acadiana High School. She is escorted by her parents, Chantel and Sal Lapinto. Gabriella's most cherished high school memory is cheering for Acadiana football playoff games. Gabriella's future plans are to attend Florida Atlantic University and major in criminal justice and pre-law. Maitland Patin is a four-year cheerleader at Acadiana High School. She is escorted by her aunt, Nicole Rodriguez. Maitland's most cherished high school memory is cheering at the Edna Carr football playoff game. Maitland's future plans are to attend LSUE, specializing in the radical technology program. Riley Como is a four-year cheerleader at Acadiana High School. She is escorted by her parents, Brandy Viatar and Rustin Como. Riley's most cherished high school memory is cheering in the Superdome for the state championship football game. Riley's future plans are to attend LSUE, majoring in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024-2025 Acadiana Wreckin Rams seniors.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, please. They're singing, we
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Week 9 of Louisiana High School football. We come to you live from Bill Dotson Stadium, where your Wreckin' Rams will be taking on the Sam Houston Broncos tonight for a share of the District 3-5A title. We want to welcome you into Wreckin' Ram Productions here on YouTube. As always, we want to thank our producers, Bradley and Mr. Denny upstairs, as well as the students that do the cameras. And we have a special guest for you on the side of me tonight. My special guest is Hunter Tab, graduated from Acadiana in 2018. Football, he played a little tight end, but he was best known at Acadiana for his baseball talents. He played infield and pitcher and actually won the 3-5A district MVP and was named Louisiana All-State in 2018 as well. He was a part of the 2021 national champion baseball team with LSUE, where that season in 2021 he won a Rawlings JUCO Gold Glove Award. He finished that collegiate career at Southern in 2023, and in his college career overall, hitting .309 with 13 home runs and 150 RBIs. Again, my broadcast partner for the evening, Hunter Tab. How the heck are you doing, buddy?
Good, man. I appreciate you having me.
No, it's all. I'm glad that you got a chance. Me and Hunter have been knowing each other for quite a while now, and in last off season, whenever we got the news that we were going to be switching to Wreckin' Ram Productions and getting away from the radio, there was a little talk at the bar one night, and I said, Hunter, you know, if I ever need a sideline guy, you've been around Acadiana pretty much as much as I have. We've grown up in this program. I mean, it's safe to say we're both Acadiana kids, and you know, my thing was, if there was ever an opportunity to get to call this game with you, I wanted to make sure that you got it. So just for you guys at home, Nick Fotno, or for those that know, his daughter is in the band at Southside tonight. Southside taking on Karen Crow, and they are having a senior night as well for the band, and his daughter is a part of that. So Nick had to take care of some dad duties tonight, but again, we're glad to have Hunter in the booth. As always, I'm your play-by-play man, Cole Gilbo. But Hunter, let's get into this. Again, Acadiana's got a chance to take a share of the District 3-5A title tonight with a win. Coming against Sam Houston. Sam Houston's known for their offense. In the time that they've been in District 3-5A, not really known of stopping the veer. Acadiana's had a lot of big scoring games against Sam Houston in the past, but this could be a different Sam Houston team. Got a very experienced quarterback, a very experienced running back, and funny enough, we talked about in the pregame, the quarterback and their main receiver are brothers. So a little similarity there. Now, they're not known for defense, which, you know, if you're not able to stop this veer machine, which no team has really been able to do since Rustin and STM, you know, it could be a long night. But what's your take on tonight's game, and what do you expect to see from Acadiana tonight?
You know, man, I think one of the biggest things is, especially a district game, you also have a chance to clinch a bye district championship at least. And I think you just got to stay to what you're doing all year. You know, we've been having a good run game, a good, solid O-line that's been getting progressively better as the year goes on. We got a defense that hadn't been necessarily thriving all year, so we should be able to attack there. But, I mean, let's just be honest. We have a very good playmakers on the outside with a good quarterback, so I wouldn't be surprised if they air it out a little bit and hit a little bit of that, like, air veer, you know?
That air veer, what Matt McCullough calls it. Keep in mind, folks, tonight is senior night for the Wreckin' Rams. So, I mean, it's only fitting that they're going to try to get the seniors to have one last, you know, big offensive game. And even the defense, don't be surprised to see the Terrible Turks tonight come out and just give it their all and try to create just havoc for the Broncos offensively. But let's go ahead, and we're going to start tonight. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Hunter, and let's do tonight's starting lineups for the Wreckin' Rams.
All right. The Acadiana Rams starting lineups. Let's start off with the veer machine. You got your senior quarterback, number 4, Caden DeBetta. You go to receiver, you got your senior Russell Babineau. Sophomore receiver, Colin DeBetta. Senior receiver, number 17, Carver
Swallow.
Sorry about that. Nah. Then you got your senior receiver, number 1, Parker Robichaux. A lot of seniors in that receiving group.
A lot of seniors on this team.
You got your starting running back, senior number 23, Jonah Gautier. You got another senior, number 9, Tayden Collins. My favorite position, tight end. Senior number 83, Jaden Bassard. You got a center, your senior center, number 71, Robert Welsh. Your offensive guard's also a senior, number 52, Brody Estes. And then your other guard is senior number 51, Braxton Scriber. Your offensive tackle, senior number 70, Kavini Wilson.
Yes, sir.
And your another tackle as a senior is number 99, Jaden Lawrence. And then let's switch over to your Terrible Turks. You got your junior defensive end, Darius McKinley. On the other side, you got senior number 11, Amarion Cooper. You got defensive tackle number 54, Valen Charles. The other defensive tackle is a senior number 88, Jaden Carmouche. Going back to the linebackers, you got senior number 0, Pop Francis. Senior number 3, Keldrick Francis. And junior number 5, Gavin Coleman. Going out to cornerback, senior number 1, Dalen Lewis. And on the other side, you'll have senior number 24, Braylon Noel. At safety, a senior number 7, Keeman Thibodeau. And on the other side, you'll have junior number 15, J.L. Malbrew, with junior number 12, Keon Ledet. And to close out on special teams, your kicker punter, senior number 13, Eddie Hernandez.
And that's your starters for tonight's ball game for the Wreckin' Rams. Not a bad job right there, man. Hey, y'all got to give my man a little props. He's fresh in the booth, and we're going to get him to loosen up by the time this game starts. We're going to have some fun tonight, but let me give you your facts and figures for your Acadiana Wreckin' Rams. They are number 3 in D1 Select, coming in with a 7-1 record and 5-0 overall in district. Again, this game is to clinch a share of that district title. Of course, they're led by head coach Matt McCullough in his 7th year last week, that 43-10 win versus Southside. In the series against Sam Houston in 2023, they had that 56-13 win, and in fact, the Rams have never lost to Sam Houston since they joined 3-5A in 2011. Let's talk about the Veer machine, or as Matt McCullough calls it, the Air Veer, averaging 41.6 points per game, led by senior quarterback number 4, Caden DeBetta. On the season, he has 1,103 yards passing and 19 touchdowns, and he also has 345 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. When he goes in the air, he'll go to the Raging Cajun himself, the senior number 8, Russell Babineau. On the season, he has 485 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. Little brother, sophomore wide receiver Colin DeBetta has 492 yards receiving on the year with 8 touchdowns. And then you got your split back Veer, led by 23, the Pit Bull senior Jonah Goche. On the season, he has 687 yards rushing, 13 touchdowns. Across from him, slide 9, Taden Collins, the senior, on the season has 473 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns. Let's turn the page to your Terrible Turk defense, allowing just stingy 11.5 points per game. Your tackle leaders for the defense, Gavin Coleman jumps Darius McKinley for that spot. Number 5, Gavin Coleman with 57 tackles on the year. Behind him, Darius McKinley with 56. Sack leaders for the Wreckin' Rams, number 87, Darius McKinley with 7, and number 11, Amarion Cooper with 4. Interception leaders for the Rams, number 1, Dalen Lewis, and number 7, Keeman Thibodeau, are tied with 3. 5 players on your Terrible Turks defense are 5 players on the defense are tied with 1 forced fumble, and there is 2 players with a defensive touchdown this year, and that is Keldrick Francis and Keeman Thibodeau with 1. Looking ahead next week, Acadiana will play away against arguably their biggest rival. We go to Cancro. So that's a look at your Wreckin' Rams tonight. We're really close to game time, so I'm going to just go right into a little bit of Sam Houston information. Sam Houston Broncos come into this game 5-3 overall, 3-2 in district. Their head coach is Chad Davis in his 3rd year. He says he's excited for this group of kids. These seniors have played a lot of football, and there's a lot of leadership and great work ethic. These kids hold each other accountable. Last week, they did have a big win against Nish, 42-7. Offensively, the Broncos put up 37.8 points per game. Last week against the Yellow Jackets, Gavin Stout had 190 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. On the ground, they have some talented running backs going to be led by Drew Bailey. Last week, he had 133 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns, so look out for him. But across from him will be running back E.J. Hanney. He had 64 yards and a touchdown. And when they go to the air, they go to Gavin Stout's little brother, Ty Stout, or may even be a twin brother, not sure there. Nonetheless, 88 yards receiving and a touchdown last week. And across from him is wide receiver Aiden Rose, who had 81 yards receiving and a touchdown. Defensively for the Broncos, they're allowing 30.5 points per game, so something maybe that Veer machine can take advantage of. Their key players, they're going to be led by linebacker Keaton Saunier, defensive lineman Albert Simeon, strong safety Cooper Smith, and free safety Jazante Douillon. So that is your look at Sam Houston Broncos. The teams are coming out tonight. Acadiana's going to have 5 captains, led by number 4, Caden DeBetta, number 88, Jaden Carmouche, number 9, Tayden Collins, number 70, Kavini Wilson, and number 83, Jaden Bassard. So that's your captains for tonight's ball game against the Sam Houston Broncos. We are about 5 minutes away from kickoff, and again, I'm excited to have you in the booth, man.
I appreciate it.
On a tab on the side of me.
I had to get my jitters out, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to watch some ball.
Trust me, man. I mean, when I started doing this 3 years ago for the Rams, I was on the radio. But, you know, it takes you a little while to get in a rhythm. But when you do, it gets real fun real quick. So looking down on the field, coin toss going on, just waiting to see what we're dealing with. Acadiana on a pretty good run. 8-game win streak, not losing since Ruston. I mean, senior night here, you want to keep it going, and we talked about it before the game even started. I mean, I'm looking to see some sort of fireworks, and they had some in the end zone, funny, but I'm looking to see some sort of fireworks on the field and really let these seniors shine tonight in their last regular season home game. Now, look, listen, as it stands, Acadiana is going to be very high in the rankings going into the playoffs. We're going to play some playoff football here at Bill Dodson, but still, your final regular season game on your senior night, I mean, that's a memorable, thing. So don't be surprised to see both the offense and defense doing everything they can to just have fun and just play loose and make a name for themselves, really.
And it's always exciting to play a district game, for one, especially for a district championship. And knowing Coach Matt playing for him, he takes this that's very serious. That's something for the culture of the program. That's one of the first things you want to check off, first goals. And
you want the
that's
football.
not the main goal.
Which goal you want to defend?
You got to get that district championship first. You go out, you're a senior, you have a chance to play for a district championship. It means a little more. You go out there, you want to make
Sam Houston, put your backs to this side. Acadiana, put your backs over here.
You know, the coaches set you up and you prep for it, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do.
Acadiana has won the toss and will receive. Shake hands, men, and have a great game.
So your Veer machine's going to be on the field to start this one. One more time, though, we do want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Wreckin' Ram Productions tonight on YouTube. Again, we want to thank our producers, Mr. Bradley and Mr. Denny upstairs, as well as the students of Acadiana High that do the cameras for us. I am your play-by-play man, Cole Gilbo.
Please stand and remove your hats.
Hunter Tapp tonight. Down on the field, we're going to do the invocation.
Father, we come before you today to give you thanks for giving these athletes the strength and endurance to play this game. We pray that the players would compete to the best of their abilities, and we ask you to protect them against all injuries. Father, we thank you for the support from all of our parents, families, friends, faculty, cheerleaders, band, dance team, and community. Their belief in us helps us to unite as a team. And we also pray for those who are fighting for our country and for those who have given their lives for our freedom, and that you may comfort those who are affected by this. Father, we thank you for everything that you have done and for all the things that are to come. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Away from kickoff here at Bill Dodson Stadium. We've had a really good string of weather this season. I mean, we have not had any rain. Last night was very ugly. We were a little nervous we might catch a little rain. That is not the case. It's a little humid, But it's another great night for football, and I mean, I know you're excited for this one, man. Not only being in the booth for your first time, but just to watch another potential district championship for the Rams.
No, definitely exciting. And I hear the band, I hear the atmosphere, and dude, that used to fire me up. You know, that used to get me going before the game. I would even say, no matter what the level of I went play, baseball, football, there's something about a Friday night in Bill Dotson Stadium that really gets you going. So I'm excited. I'm almost having that adrenaline, like I'm about to line up at tight end, run a drag.
Trust me, man, when the game gets going and we get to having fun up here, that's exactly what I was talking about. You're going to have a lot of fun, man. But Sam Houston teeing it up down on the field. One more time, we want to thank you guys for tuning in, whether it's right down the road in Scott or all the way back in Lake Charles or Moss Bluff. Welcome to Wreckin' Ram Productions. We're going to bring you some quality 5A football for potentially a share of that 3-5A district title. Kick is away. It's an onside kick. Going to take a bounce. And Sam Houston gets it. A little trickery right there that the Rams were not ready for. And listen, tip your hat to Sam Houston right there. Acadiana, when they got the ball this year, they virtually had their way with every defense. Sam Houston right there taking one of those extra possessions away from the Rams, which, you know, depending on how the night goes, could be a big deal.
And that's really good execution, to be able to get out there, get some bodies on bodies, and then go catch the football. You know, it's not as easy as it looks on paper as if you're playing Madden to go get an onside kick, but to get out there and execute, that's impressive, especially on the road.
Yeah, Parker Swallow just had no chance right there. He kind of got just blown up trying to go up to get that ball. But nonetheless, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near side, and a running back behind Stout. Stoppage on the field. Reset the play clock. So nothing going on. Just got to reset that play clock. And it's a nice night for football, as we mentioned. A good away crowd across from us and a good home crowd as well, as always. 2 receivers to each side and a running back behind Stout. Receiver goes in motion. Snap. Handoff up the middle.
Great job squeezing that's how that textbook of how to do it.
No gain right there.
I'm excited to see how the quarterback, if that turns into a zone read or how that works.
So that was Drew Bailey on the carry. So that's, keep in mind, folks, they're going to run a kind of a 2 running back system. Number 9, Drew Bailey, is going to be kind of a lead back for them, but a great job by the Terrible Turks D-line to come out the gate early and stop them. 3 wide receivers to one side, 1 receiver to the other. Bailey in the backfield. Near side goes in motion, 3-step drop, looking, still looking, has a lot of time and throws it deep down the field. 1-on-1 ball, and it is knocked away by Dalen Lewis. Great job by Dalen Lewis. Listen, I mean, Dalen's been making those kind of plays all year once. He does not shy away from 1-on-ones. He has 3 interceptions this year. So,
and you can tell Sam Houston's really looking to get some eyes in the backfield with those motions. So that takes a lot of discipline for our cornerback to really stay with his assignment, play the ball, and he was a few inches away from catching that pick and turning the possession around.
I'm gonna be very honest. I'm impressed by their offensive line for giving a clean pocket for as long as they did. Listen, this front by Acadiana is one of the biggest in the state, so to hold them is a challenge in itself. Empty backfield, 3 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. 3rd and 10. Slot receiver goes in motion, 3-step drop looking near side, throws it downfield, it's complete. Tackle right away, I believe. No, they're gonna call it incomplete. No, it's incomplete. You couldn't see it here because of the amount of Rams that were kind of right there on that near sideline. But a great job to knock it away. And the Terrible Turks do their job after the onside kick. And the Broncos are gonna have to punt here.
That was some good pursuit by the corner. Ball's in the air. Sometimes it's better just to go for the man. You know, you go for the ball right there, something slips up, broken tackle away from a big play. Way to knock it out, get the possession back.
11:08 left to go in your first quarter in a scoreless ball game. Sam Houston back to punt right here. Acadiana going to have 2 returners standing back on about the 14-yard line. Snap's good, kick is away. It's a low one. Going to take a hop and roll and brought in. He's across the 5, trying to break a tackle outside. He does. He's across the 10 to the 20 to the 25. And he's getting pushed out around there. So a great job not to let that ball be down inside the 5, but instead turning it around. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams, somewhere around that 25-yard line. So the first chance we get to see of that beer machine tonight.
and that's an example of Colin getting the ball and looking to make a play already. I'm excited to see what they do early, and if maybe Coach Matt wants to get that possession back and go get it early, go get something big early in the drive. So.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it before the game. I'm expecting to see Acadiana throw it a little bit more than they did last week. They didn't really have to against Southside. Kind of had their way on the ground. But I want to see them get these receivers involved early in the ballgame. Hard count. Betta looks to the sideline for a play. One receiver to each side. Handoff up the middle. Met at the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he gets a gain, maybe of nothing, to be honest with you. It looks like it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Hayden Collins on the carry.
Up a little bit right there. They kind of had some pushback.
Gain of 1 and bring up 2nd and 9.
They're going to give him a gain of 1 right there. So 2nd and 9 for the Rams. And this is what Acadiana usually does. You want to pound the middle early to see what you have there. And a credit to Sam Houston on the first play of the game. Kind of what Acadiana did, to just hold at the line of scrimmage and not let their running backs get loose.
Definitely. There's no secret in Acadiana High's identity. So you got to get in there. You got to play physical football. That's just the way the Rams do it, babe.
Got to get in and out of the huddle, though. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Down to 5. 2 receivers near side. Snap. 5-step drop looking downfield. He throws it downfield. Post route, he's got a man. Russell Babineau at the 30. He is gone. The Raging Cajun Russell Babineau. 6-point Rams.
And then the perfect example. One play, you can tell they're trying to stop the run. Play action pass. Post up the middle. You can't go on. You can't go on the post one-on-one.
It's speed. I'm telling you, you're going to take words out of Nick Fondos now. He says it all the time. Speed, speed, speed. You can't play one-on-one ball with Russell Babineau. He's gonna beat any man you got on your team. Unless you got Usain Bolt Jr. lined up somewhere on your sideline, he's going to beat him. So Russell Babineau right there with another, what was that, about a 75-yard touchdown, reception. So I told you, they want to get these receivers involved early, and that's exactly what Matt did there. Eddie on the kick. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 9:58 left to go in your first quarter, your Wreckin' Rams take an early 7-0 lead here at Bill Dodson. Stick around for more Wreckin' Ram Productions here on YouTube.
Kicking off for the Rams, number 13, Edouard Hernandez.
Welcome back to Bill Dodson Stadium. Acadiana with a 77-yard touchdown strike on the second play of the offensive possession. 7-0 here against the Sam Houston Broncos. Acadiana's been doing this all year long, especially at home, with quick strikes to get the game started. I've been saying it constantly, start fast and put the game away early, and that's what Acadiana's looking to do here. Kick is away, it's going to go in the end zone, and Sam Houston will start their second drive at the 20. So,
and you can't say enough about the athletes that Acadiana has on the outsides, really all over the field, but specifically Russell Babineau and Colin DeBetta. It's hard enough to guard one of them, but when you got to guard both, it's going to be really hard to contain those two. And I'm as a Lafayette native, I'm excited to see Russell go watch some games at UL, so that's going to be exciting.
So here's another thing that going back to just how you stop Acadiana, or you try to. If you want to put more defensive backs on the field to stop the pass, Acadiana's just going to go back to the veer and pound you up the middle. But if you bring more people in the box, they're going to beat you one-on-one outside. So that's what's been so hard to stop this version of the veer. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Snap, handoff. Run up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. That's a good-looking running back right there. He gets a gain of 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Broncos. Drew Bailey is a good-looking running back right there. I'll tell you what, he good through the hole.
That was some really good patience, too. Sometimes it's not always about just hitting the hole, running into your blocker. Sometimes you got to let the play set up, let it progress, and just hit the hole, take the yard you can. He did a good job.
2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Snap. Handoff again to Bailey on the far side. Defensive line does a little bit better of a job right there to stop him before he gets outside. They're going to mark him for no gain, so Acadiana's going to be looking at a 3rd and about 4 right here. Let's see if the Turks can make one more stop.
They're going to say no
Did a
gain.
better job of standing
Bring up
up.
third and
Yeah,
3.
It's interesting to see the pistol set. It looks like they're coming out in a lot of pistol. They keep that zone run open, a lot of motion.
2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Stout looks to the sideline for a play. 15 seconds on the play clock. Running back moves up on the side. The quarterback snap. It's a keeper. Miscommunication. He was looking for Drew Drawnett, the senior running back right there, lined up in the slot. It looks like he was expecting him to run some kind of quick slant, and it looked like he ran a hitch, to be honest with you. But either way, the Terrible Turks get off the field again, and they're going to give Russell Babineau, it looks like they're going to put 2 returners back, Russell Babineau and Colin DeBetta. Pick your poison because both of them can take it to the house.
And there those playmakers go again. Coach Matt put them in a good position to make a play, and that's what you got to do when you have like athletes of that caliber.
Snap is good. Kick is away. It's a low one. He's going to get a chance. It's taken in at about the 40. They're going to run a reverse. Russell Babineau across the 40, across the 50, across the opposite 40, and that's where he'd be pushed out. So Acadiana's Beer Machine is going to start their drive in plus territory. It looks like he got pushed out at about the 41-yard line. So a great return right there, a little trickery. I like that look because, like we said, either one of them can take it to the house, whether they try any trickery or not. But if you're going to throw in like a reverse into the mix, I mean, good luck.
Definitely, definitely. And again, to go back to that defensive stop, that's another good defensive stop by the Rams.
1st and 10, ball at the 41. 1 receiver to each side. Snap, handoff. This is Tayden Collins. Cuts it up. Can he get the outside? Not going to be able to get to the outside, but it is going to be enough for a Beer Machine first down and a gain of about 12.
Very good run outside veer. That's bread and butter right there. Run behind those tight ends and tackles. You got a very old, very, let's say, veteran. So it's you take advantage of that.
So Tayden's actually filled that void when Jonah was out for 3 or 4 games. He stepped in and really became that #1 running back. And now that you got Jonah back, now you got 2 truly #1 running backs. It's incredible to see in this offense. Option play. Near side, Caden trying to keep himself and turn the corner. He does. He's across the 20, and that's where he'll be pushed out. Let's see if it'll be enough for a first down. It's right at the stick, and I believe they'll give it to him. Great run right there by the senior quarterback. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wreckin' Rams. Ball inside the 20.
That's also the threat you have when you have a running quarterback. He actually runs track. He runs 400, 800. So if you can use that, plus your 2 backs that you said that are very efficient, very veteran, that comes into play.
Oh, I love seeing Caden use his legs, especially when it's like just a play that he can't get rid of and got to extend the play. Very good with his legs. Handoff up the middle. Met at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9, ball at the 19. So, but that just goes to the point that we were making last drive. Whether you want to load that box and try to stop that run, or whether you want to just try to guard for the pass, either way, Acadiana, at least this season, has found ways to move the ball down the field virtually at will. So,
yeah, and it's evident tonight that they're really trying to stop that inside veer and take it away. And it looks like Acadiana's really taking advantage of that and getting on the outside and getting plays down the field.
2nd and 9. Handoff. This is to Goche. He's going to lose a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Rams. Listen, don't be surprised. We've known Matt a long time, me and you both. This is 4-down territory for the Rams. Unless they would somehow happen to lose a couple yards here on 3rd down, I would expect them to try to take a chunk out of this 3rd down yardage and definitely, go for it on the 4th. So let's see what this 3rd down call is. I expect them to run it again. Probably an outside run, to the far side. Let's see what Matt tries to do here.
Yeah, I like that call. I like an outside veer here again.
6:45 left to go in the first quarter. Acadiana 7, Sam Houston nothing, and Acadiana's going to take their first timeout of the game. We're going to take a quick timeout as well, but thank you for tuning in to Wreckin' Ram Productions here on YouTube. Out, Caden DeBetta.
There it is.
Looking for the outside. He's going to dump it to the end zone. Did he stay in?
Oh,
No, he dropped it.
Good play call right there.
Looking for Russell Babineau in the back corner of the end zone. I want to talk about the hesitation right there from Caden. He probably could have tucked it and ran for the first down, but I think he saw Russell and said, you know what, I got to send it. Russell just not able to keep possession of that ball and keep a toe in. They will opt to kick right here. So Eddie Hernandez on the kick. Let's count this off. It looks like it'll be about a 37-yarder. That sounds about right. About a 37-yard kick right here. Eddie's hit a 40-yarder at STM earlier this season. Snap is good. Kick is up. Kick is drilled.
What a kick. What a kick.
Eddie Hernandez with 3 points on the
Score,
board.
you're Wreckin Rams
Takes a 10-0 lead here with 6:27 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and keep it here since we just did a short break. But, I mean, are you surprised to see, are you surprised to see the development, I should say, of this defense, the offensive line? And what I mean by that is they grew up with Caden. So, all of these guys, they were juniors, sophomores 3 years ago. And then, we had some issues a couple years ago where we weren't moving the ball as well. But then over time, you just start to kind of mesh together. And that's what's been so exciting about this team, at least for me, is that you kind of saw it 3 years ago, what you were building to here. Now, again, you want to get to that. But I guess what I'm asking is, as a player, as a former player like I am,
Number 9, Drew Bailey, and number 10, Drew Dronek, kicking off for the Rams.
and now on senior night,
Edward Hernandez.
And these are definitely truly built Acadiana guys. To grow up from being a sophomore and playing 3 years, it takes a while to learn everything, get all the cadences, get all the play calls, and everything in. I think it's real impressive, and it kind of makes you feel like it gives them that next step up that they might need to go into those to win that big game and take that next step.
And that's what I was going to ask you. So, we both know the answer to this, but how much does playing in that state championship last year go into this season and having all that experience? So, like, you already know the tough road it takes to get there, and you already know what it's like to be there. So, I mean, as juniors, which most of these guys are seniors, a very large senior class, I mean, just so much experience. Probably some of the most experience we've ever had.
Keyword experience.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can't trade experience for anything.
Absolutely. So that's kind of what I was getting at. Just so much experience on this Acadiana Ram team. 1st and 10, Broncos. Snap, handoff. No, he's going to keep it himself. Throws it over the middle to a slot receiver. Great throw and catch right there. A gain of about 20. That's going to be enough for a Bronco first down. That was Cooper. I'm not even going to listen. If you got Lake Charles friends and family looking at home or listening from home, I'm not even going to pronounce that last name. We're Sema. I'm going to say that. Junior wide receiver for the Broncos with a big first down catch right there.
Very nice throw by the quarterback, too. Got in the slot, got it to his playmaker, let him make a play.
Snap. Handoff up the middle. This is Drew Bailey. Headed the line of scrimmage. Looks like they'll give him a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. So that's kind of been the storyline going into this one. Sam Houston is a very talented offensive team, not known for defense, though. Like we mentioned, they're giving up 30.5 points per game. So my thing coming in was that Acadiana's Veer Machine would have success on, against that defense just based on numbers. The offenses seem to be moving the ball pretty well here. 3 receivers near side, 1 receiver far side. Snap, 3-step drop, looking downfield. Gonna have to roll far side. Still looking down the field. It's complete.
That's a good catch.
Great job right there. Had to wait and see if Braylon Noel knocked that one away, but it's another completion, and the Broncos are moving down the field nicely, just what we talked about.
That's an impressive catch by that kid, too. For him to go out there and make a contested catch when the team needs a first down, keep the drive going, make something happen, get some momentum, that's going to help him out.
Down 2 scores. They got to find a way to get in the end zone or just put points on the board in general. 5:10 left to go in the first quarter. Acadiana holding a 10-0 lead. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Snap. Throws it far side. Trying to cut back in and make a play. He's not going to do so, but they will give him a gain of, let's call it 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
And kind of going back to that first drive with the defensive end really, for Acadiana, really came down hard, made a good tackle. And I know we mentioned the zone read game. You can see it now. They're doing a lot of the RPOs, which is the run pass options. Quarterback's making a lot of reads, so it's not quite as simple as it looks. But he's making a lot of reads, making the right decisions, and it's helping the paying off.
Scott's been in this offense a long time as well. Snap. Handoff up the middle, Drew Bailey. Man at the line, they'll give him a gain of, let's call it 2 again. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 6.
The Rams D-line is also doing a really good job on those inside runs. I think that's the key for them also, is being able to stop the runs, but also how to contain that second option, that pass option.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. The key every week for the Terrible Turks is you got to stop the run. That you got to stop the run because you want to make a team win. 3rd and 6. 2 receivers each side. Snap. 3-step drop looking. Throws it far side. It's complete. But he brought down right away, and he will be a yard short. But they are in that position in the field where don't be surprised to see Sam Houston move this.
You definitely got to go. You got to go and be aggressive. Don't be scared to make a mistake here. Try to keep the momentum of you moving the ball on your side and go get it.
And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Sam Houston keeps their offense on the field, so the Terrible Turks have a big opportunity to force a stop here. Get the ball back. Stout looks to the sideline. 2 receivers near side, 1 in the far side, and the wing to the right on the formation. Slot receiver goes in motion. 3-step drop looking downfield, still looking downfield. A lot of time to throw. He's going to roll out near side, trying to beat him to the corner. Trying to cut back in, and he does. It's going to be enough for a first down. He's still going. Great run right there by Gavin Stout. Going to have more than enough for a first down, and it'll be 1st and 10. Ball's going to be at the 26-yard line.
That offensive line is holding up really well. Again, you talked about it earlier. That was a real athletic play by the quarterback. Actually, I think he might have had that post route early, but I think he knew he wanted to check down, get the yards, and ended up running for it.
Throws it to the far side. It's going to be bounced to, it looks like Drew Bailey was the intended receiver right there, just kind of short-armed him, so it'll be 2nd and 10. I think what Gavin saw right there was just an open field. There was really, truly nobody near side for the Rams, and he really, all he needed was a yard to pick up that first down, and I think he knew that in the back of his mind. But I saw what you saw. If he would have got rid of that football early, he did have a guy downfield. 3 receivers far side, 1 on the near side. Snap. Bailey up the middle. No, Stout's going to keep it himself and dump it off, but it's incomplete.
Granted, that also might be the receiver. Tight end. I'm always looking for the ball.
Yeah.
That's why I can do it up here. I'm not down there playing quarterback.
Well, you told me before the game, and like I said, you grew up in that year where we ran 95%, on the ground. You said you would have loved to have played in this year's offense because it's pretty. If it's not 50-50, it's 60-40. But the beer machine is what it is. We're going to establish the run game first and then have fun through the air later. So, big 3rd down opportunity here for the Terrible Turks. Running back goes in motion. They're going to swing it out to him, and there's nobody there to cover him. He's going to be across the 20, across the 15, and he's still going. He's going to walk into the end zone.
Another good play call by the Broncos. They're finding a way to get those guys in motion, to get some guys lost. And the kid, what number was that? I'm sorry.
Drew Bailey.
There he is again. Makes another play, breaks the tackle, and finds the end zone.
Yeah, Drew Bailey, big part of this offense so far in this one. I mean, he's been a big part of their offense all year long, of course, with Gavin Stout. And he's equally as important as Jonah Goche or Taden Collins in that ground game and clearly through the air as well. So 2:27 left to go in the first quarter. Sam Houston does get on the board. On to kick is Wilson Bell. Kick is up. Kick is good. So Acadiana holds a 10-7 lead with 2:27 left in the first quarter. Let's take a short break, but stick around on Wreckin' Ram Productions here on YouTube. Welcome back to Bill Dotson Stadium. Sam Houston getting on the board right there, but Acadiana holding a 10-7 lead with 2:27 left to go in this one. Like I said, though, man, Sam Houston's offense is nothing to scoff at. They move the ball down the field right there pretty well.
Definitely. When you have an offense like that, you always feel like you're in the game. So they're going to fight back. They're going to.
Sky kick right here. Brought in at the 35. Gets a couple of yards. He'll be brought down shy of the 40. So the Rams will have to go roughly 61 yards to get into the end zone. Well, no, let's go back to the Sam Houston offense right there. I mean, I wanted to say this. Stout, and we talked about it on our drive. Stout is just, he's kind of like DeBetta is just built into that offense, and he just has that whole system really locked down.
Yeah, no, they definitely have some consistency in it, and they stick to their game plan. And again, the numbers say the offense really has been not carrying them, but really getting them through the season, and that's where their success has been.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. They're no stranger to high-scoring games, and we're on track to maybe have one tonight. Reverse. Colin DeBetta looking to get outside. Can he get past the guy? He does turn the corner. He's across the 45, across the 50. He'll be brought down just shy of the opposite 45. But a great carry right there by Colin DeBetta for a beer machine first down.
I think number 7, Cameron Mayo, for them really did a good job of keeping containment. But again, Colin just gets on the edge, and it's so hard to tackle him in the open field. He makes a play.
Yeah, and Mayo did a great job of staying home, and I wanted to give him props because he looked like he almost had him bottled up. It's just like Colin just found a way to sneak his way to the outside and get that first down. So 1st and 10 for the Rams, ball at the 47. Rollout, near side, looking downfield is DeBetta. Tries to pull back up. He's got to break a tackle, maybe even throw this one away. He's in trouble. Throws it downfield. It's picked off. Picked off by number 11, Phillip O'Neal. And the Broncos are feeling themselves. They are. It's not often we say this. They're in full control of momentum right now. But I do see the head referee right here at the 50-yard line talking about something. Maybe they're saying he stepped out before he threw the pass. I mean, it seems like the offense is staying on the field, which...
Yeah, he may have stepped out, which would be a huge break for the Rams.
We don't see Caden put the ball in harm's way all too often. As a matter of fact, he only has one interception this year, one turnover in general. 20 passing touchdowns and one interception. So he's been incredible with the football this season. But like I said, you don't see him put the ball in harm's way all that often. I was just waiting for him to dump it off and, live to fight another down.
And he's a playmaker. You don't want to take that part away from his game. Go out, make a play. Sometimes I think the ball just settled on him. Just a hair, got picked off. It happens. But I think the Rams are actually going to catch a break here. I think it's going to be a out of bounds and just a turn or a down.
Yeah, it's going to be, so they're going to say he stepped out of bounds and just lost, about 4 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 14 for the Rams instead of an interception. And I know Matt McCullough's going to take that every time, for sure.
Definitely.
So
he'll hear about that one in film, but
2nd and 14, ball to the 49. One receiver to each side of the formation. Snap, handoff up the middle. This is Tayton Collins trying to break a tackle. Great run right there. Gets a large chunk of that yardage back. It will be about a 3rd and let's call it 6. Strong run right there.
It's really fun watching when runners get in there and really run hard. You can see his legs pumping. Nobody wanted to get in front of him. He was an arm tackle away right there from breaking it.
No doubt about it. 3rd and 6. Let's see what Acadiana opts to go with here. As I mentioned, Matt loves going for 4th down, even in situations like this. Let's see what they try to do here. Hard count, nothing doing. DeBetta looks to the sideline for a play. 14 seconds on the play clock. Option to the far side. Gives it to Collins. Slide 9 across the sticks. Right at the stick, and I believe he's got it. It should be enough for a Wreckin' Ram first down, and it is.
Another physical run for a first down right there. He fights for an extra yard. He gets hit, falls forward. Good play. Way to get a first down.
Slide 9, Tayton Collins. Been enjoying watching that man run the football all year long. So great job right there by the Rams to move the sticks. And I just keep going back to that last play where he just made you said it sailed on him, and I agree with that. But like you really don't see him make that mistake too often. But the good news is that it didn't bite you, so you can kind of wash that and just going forward, correct yourself and make better plays. Hand off to Tayton Collins again. Cuts it back up. Still going. Carrying a truckload of Broncos for another beer machine first down. And Tayton Collins is carrying the load literally in this ballgame so far.
Keep giving it to him hard. And why stop? Let him run it. And if I'm not mistaken, he is a He's a senior. Keep
Yep.
giving it to him on senior night. Let him have his night. Let him take over.
Yeah, we talked about that in the pregame. They're gonna let these seniors, each and every one of them, get their moment to shine in tonight's ball game. Throw's gonna be near side. Russell Babineau gets a couple of yards. Looks like they'll give him a gain of 4. So a good little catch and run right there by Russell. And I like that play because it keeps the interior of the defense honest. Because if you're gonna start to pack that box, throwing little screens and little out routes like that, it makes you kind of widen up to where guys like Taden and Jonah can just get that handoff and bust it back up the middle once again. So, but I tell you what, Hunter, that is going to be the end of our first quarter. A tight one here tonight so far. Acadiana leading, though, 10-0 against the Sam Houston Broncos. Go ahead and stick around for more Wreckin' Ram Productions.
Make sure you stop by the concession stand and help support our Acadiana marching band.
Welcome back to Bill Dodson Stadium. Start of the second quarter, Acadiana leads 10-7, but that veer machine is driving. 2nd and 6, ball at the 21-yard line.
Got to say right back to the ground right here, right?
I think so.
There he is.
And they do. Taden Collins up the middle, strong run once again, well across the first down marker, and Slide 9's got another veer machine first down.
That veer machine rolling. It's hard to stop him. He gets rolling. And another thing you can look at from that play with the better that kind of worked out Acadiana's way, you give a lot of hope to the other side. It gets excited, and then all of a sudden now that momentum almost switches because Acadiana gets that extra breath.
Dude, that is a great point right there. 1st and 10 Rams. Caden's going to keep it himself, rolling far side, looks down the field. Does he have a man? He does!
What a throw.
Parker Robichaux, touchdown Rams!
Another senior.
Another senior.
That's awesome. What a play. What a throw by Caden. That's a cross body. Finds the receiver coming across. And I think that's what he was looking for in that play in the first quarter. He was looking for that touchdown, whereas that time, the first time, he probably could have checked it down. This time, he found the receiver.
I think on that play going back to Russell, the first one that was in the end zone, if he would have led him a little bit less and gave him a chance to really, because he was open, he would have let him sit in that end zone, he had a chance. But nonetheless, Caden has been, even since the day he stepped foot as a starter for the Rams, he's been great throwing the football on the run, and you saw it right there. That was a rocket on the run, moving basically to that far side, and just
Flag on the play.
flag on the play. So Acadiana leading 16-7 right now, pending the extra point, but we got to see what this flag is first. It's going to be a neutral zone infraction. Matt usually opts to go for 2 here in these situations, and they are. Caden DeBetta is going to come back on the field right here. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. So Acadiana is going to look to go up 11 with this 2-point opportunity.
Ball is moved up half the
I
distance
think
to the
we're going to see a
goal.
heavy dose.
Wreckin' Rams will go for
I think
2.
we're going to get a nice run, get right after him, give it to the senior. He's running hard.
Well, last week was Jonah Goche's comeback is what I'm going to call it. 4 touchdowns last week. I think he had over maybe at or close to 140 yards rushing. Maybe it's Taden's night tonight. I just love how anybody in this offense can get their number called on any given night. Handoff is to Jonah up the middle. And the pit bull with the 2-point conversion. Acadiana takes an 18-7 lead with 11:29. Let's go ahead and take a short break. You're listening to Wreckin' Ram Productions here on YouTube. Welcome back to Bill Dotson Stadium. Your Wreckin' Rams leading the Sam Houston Broncos 18-7. 11:30 left to go in the first half, but man, senior night, we talked about it. You want to let these seniors, each and every one of them, kind of have their moment to shine. We've seen Tayden Collins have his moment. We've seen Parker Robichaux have his moment. We've seen Russell Babineau have his moment. So, just kind of going down that checklist of seniors that Acadiana had, and blessed to have them, because you talked about earlier, experience. All these guys have so much experience growing up in this village.
Definitely. The experience is unbeatable. It's hard to beat.
Ball's going to be kicked in the end zone, so the Broncos will have this one 1st and 10
Kick goes out of the
at
end
the
zone.
20-yard line.
Broncos
Let's see
will have
what
it
this
first and-
let's see how this Broncos offense responds, because I'm not going to lie, they've impressed me so far, and I think what's impressed me the most is how the offensive line has handled Acadiana. Listen, Acadiana has one of the biggest, and I'll say it, most talented defensive lines in the entire state. And Sam Houston's given Stout more than enough time to make plays over and over and over. So that's what's impressed me the most about the Broncos so far.
No, it has been impressive. There hadn't been too many rushes on them. But I think as the game goes on, the defense, the C-Bowl's really going to start getting after that O-line, starting to put some pressure on the quarterback, especially with the lead.
Empty set for the Broncos. 3 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Slot receiver comes in motion. Jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner on the far side. He does. Going to be pushed out after a gain of, let's call it 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Broncos.
That's where those motions, reverses, they're really trying to keep Acadiana off balance. You can tell, even in the kicking game, they did a sky kick, they did a onside kick. So they're very game planned on what they want to do, and they're sticking to it, and it's paying off a little bit.
I was going to say, they're very balanced from what I've seen. I mean, it's a blessing to have a running back like Drew Bailey back there, to where if you want to run it up the middle or hand it off to him, I mean, he can handle that load. So I'm impressed, like I said, of this Broncos offense. Handoff is to Bailey, trying to find a lane, and he did. He's across the sticks, so a great run. Man, I tell you what, it's a gain of maybe, 12, 13, 14, enough for a Broncos first down. He's a talented running back, and he's a really good-looking running back.
And it's really been a battle of the 9 so far. You got Tayden on one side, you got Drew on the other side, and it's been fun to watch both of them run, really. Both breaking tackles, both active in the receiving game and everything.
2 receivers each side. Stout looks to the sideline for a play. 20 seconds on the play clock. Bailey in the backfield in a pistol formation. Now he's going to walk up and be on the side of Stout, the quarterback. Snap. Looking. Going to roll near side, throws it away. Smart move right there. I'm sure he was just trying to throw a little low-line drive, kind of like throwing it away. He did have a receiver in the area, Ty Stout, his brother. I believe they are twins because it's listed that they are both seniors, and obviously, So twin brothers, Gavin and Ty Stout, able to dump it off and live another day. It's going to be 2nd and 10, ball at the 38-yard line.
Pass rush finally getting home right there, giving him a little pressure, getting him on his heels. Also a good job on throwing it away and not trying to force something by the quarterback.
He could have threw it up for grabs or, took a sack. He just threw it away, but it was low to where there was no play to be made on that football. 4 receiver goes in motion. Handoff's going to be to Bailey. Men at the line of scrimmage for breaks attacking. He's got nothing but room across the 50, across the 40, across the 30, cuts it up. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Nonetheless, a big run by Drew Bailey. And that terrible Turks, man, they have their hands full with number 9 tonight.
No, he's really running
down
hard.
inside Ram territory, the 33-yard line.
Really looking like there was no room, and he breaks out for a big run. But let's not, I can't help but notice number 63, Jack Davis. He was on the 30 still blocking for his guy. That's impressive. You don't see many guys getting down there second after blocking.
1st and 10 Broncos, ball at the 33. Handoffs up the middle to Bailey once more. Men at the line of scrimmage, but they're only give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Keldrick Francis leads the charge.
And I tell you what, I mean, the game plan's been broadcasted tonight. It's Bailey. They want to get Bailey involved in the air. They want to get him involved on the ground. And I mean, he's proven so far that he's accepting that workload. He's gonna put it on my back and let's get back in this ballgame.
And it's working so far.
Absolutely.
Those motions are helping keep those linebackers busy, and he's just taking advantage of it.
2nd and 9, ball at the 32. 9:50 left to go in the half. Acadiana leading 18-7. Handoffs to Bailey once more. Men at the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard.
Bailey carries.
Great play by the defensive line. It looks like you got a cornerback or outside, like a wheel linebacker coming up the edge.
That was linebacker Caleb Andrus right there with the tackle, and their senior Caleb Andrus making a tackle for loss right there. So the Terrible Turks hold the Broncos to a 3rd and long. This would be huge to get off the field and give that Veer machine the ball back and try to go up 3 scores.
And playing an offense that's they maybe huddled one time all game, it takes a lot, and it goes back to how hard Acadiana practices and how Matt really gets into it. And that's going to be the difference in making these stops.
Pistol formation. Running back's going to swing out. He's going to throw it near side, down the field. It's caught, and he's pushed out of bounds. He's going to be well short of the first down, though. Going to be, let's see, 4th and 2. So 4-down territory once again for the Broncos. They went for it earlier. I'm expecting to, for them to go for it right here as well.
I think you go for it again. You try to make a statement that, look, you're not backing down. You have a running back that's getting 2 or 3 yards of carry at minimum. So I'd probably give them a chance. Quarterbacks make some plays. And for the opposite side of the Rams, this is a really big chance to make a momentum stop.
To get off the field, exactly. 3 wide receivers bunched to the far side. 1 receiver to the near side. Stout looks to the sideline for a play. 7 seconds on the play clock. They got to get this off. Snap. Handoff. No, Stout's going to keep it himself. He's going to try to turn the corner. He doesn't get there.
Stu carries.
Big stop by the Rams.
Keldrick Francis with the stop, and the Veer machine's going to take over. And like I said, now they give themselves a chance to go down the field and potentially go up 3 scores before halftime.
Wreckin
Really good play by the
Rams
outside
take over
cornerback. That was
10
actually a
35
zone
yards.
read bubble. The cornerback really built on the bubble, and the quarterback didn't have his bailout option. So he really made a good play on the outside.
Tell you what, man, it sounded like you're starting to enjoy yourself up here.
Oh yeah, we're getting it. We had to get the jitters out. We're sitting now. It's watching the Rams. Atmosphere is awesome.
Now you kind of get to be like a fan / coach. You call in the game, but you're thinking like you would if you were a player. You get what I'm saying? So you're calling plays, and you're just calling a game as if you were, wearing the green and gold yourself.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Handoff, Tayton Collins tries to cut it back up the middle. Going to carry a couple of people with him. Gets a gain of, let's call it 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6. But I told you, man, before the game started, the first opening stuff is a little technical. You're doing your starting lineups. You're reading off a little paper. When the game gets going, the juices get flowing. It gets fun up here real quick. Watching a team such as Acadiana that has been talented just on all sides of the ball all year long. And to be honest with you, it's fun to watch Sam Houston too, especially offensively, because they do some great things. You said it yourself. You love a good passing offense. You're watching one right here in front of us.
Definitely, definitely. Got to shout out Pops. He's a coach, and I feel like it's almost coming out of me. The coach in me is really wanting to get out there and watch the little things in the game.
Roll out far side. DeBetta looking down the field. He's going to just throw this one away. Smart job right there. It didn't look right to begin with, but Acadiana's going to be faced with a 3rd and 6 here. 7:56 left to go in the first half. Acadiana leading 18-7. So Ryan Tapp is Hunter's dad. What does he? He's a freshman coach for the Rams?
He coaches the freshman. He's the freshman defensive coordinator.
They're having a good year this time.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. I think they're a little bit above 500. For those guys, it's all about developing the young talent and getting them ready for varsity next year. Results, and obviously Acadiana always wants to win games, but especially even as I teach on the side for baseball stuff, it's all about getting the kids ready for the next level. It's not always about instant results.
Absolutely. No, I love that. That's incredible. 3rd and 6 for the Rams. Option far side. Caden going to keep it himself. Now he gets rid of it. It's a great pitch across the 40. Cuts it back up. Going to be pushed out of bounds. The 43-yard line. More than enough for a Veer machine first down. I tell you what, Caden ran that option to perfection.
It's awesome. That goes as a former player under Matt, under Coach Davis. And we used to do, I was a tight end, but I would still do the pitch drill every day. That was one of our individuals. And I'm sure you remember, it was the pitch drill every day, back and forth. You're going 10 yards back, 10 yards there, pitching the ball. And that's where it comes into play. If you get a pitch on the run, it could be a real good play.
So one thing I'll say about Caden, as a sophomore, we talked about development earlier in the game. His first knock, I remember when he was younger, as a new starter, was he didn't have a clean pitch. It was a struggle to run that option. That's done. Here's a reverse. This is to Colin. Trying to turn the corner, but he's not going to do so. So great job by the Bronco D-line and linebackers to kind of stretch them out, not let them get a gain. It's going to be no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and 10, ball at the 46.
And again, you can see number 7. There he is again all over the field. We kind of mentioned him earlier in the game, and he's making another play, kind of sideline to sideline. Safety made another good play coming downfield.
Yeah, Cameron Mayo, number 7, junior linebacker for the Broncos, has been heavily involved in that defense, especially when it comes to sideline plays. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers far side. Snap. 3-step drop, looking downfield. He's going to air it out. He's got a man.
Again.
He dropped it.
Good effort.
Led Russell Babineau just a little too far. Looked for a second he was going to make a one-handed catch, not able to bring it in, but man, he had him. Just not able to hook up right there. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
That was still a good throw. He let him just a little bit, but he got the ball in there. His playmaker just literally a fingertip away. He still almost made a great play on it.
I love when you get to see Caden show his arm strength off right there. I don't know if you noticed this, where he threw that ball at from where it landed. That was about a 50 to 55 yard throw.
And that's
So, I mean,
impressive.
For a high school football player, not every high school football quarterback can throw it 55 yards. 3rd and 10. Trap play, Jonah Goche up the middle. He'll be brought down just past the 50 or at the 50. So it's going to be 4th down for the Rams. Looks like it'll be 4th and 6. Let's see what Matt wants to do here. Credit to the Broncos defense. There's been very few times in this district stretch of games where opposing defenses have made Acadiana punt. But I'll be honest with you, I see Caden on the field right now. Acadiana's going for this. They're not scared to take one more shot where they are. 6:30 left to go in the first half. Acadiana leading 18-7. Big 4th down play right here. Option far side. Pitches, and he's got room. Jonah Goche cuts it up, and it's enough for a beer machine first down. Going back to the well. Matt McCullough just went back to the well one more time. It was there.
You can tell they see a weakness. They see something that they really like in that option. And when they need a play, need a first down, need some momentum, they go to it. But like I was telling you earlier, Cole, with these 2 running backs, this drive is Jonah. So it almost reminds me of when I was playing. You had Dylan Monette and you had Ziggy Francis. You also had Cable and Shelvin. And earlier in my career, you had Braylon Trahan. You had all these guys running the ball, and really all were very effective. And it's starting to show a lot like that.
1st and 10 Rams. Trap play. This one's to Taden. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he gets nothing. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Want to go back? You said Braylon Trahan, now a defensive backs coach here at Acadiana. So it's so funny to talk about full circle moments for Acadiana. What I mean by that is I played here, graduated from here, got to come back and, of course, be play-by-play. You're kind of doing the same thing tonight, play here, So what we talk about, me and Nick, all the time is culture. And Acadiana for the last 40, 50 years, I mean, you know more than anybody, Scott, Louisiana bleeds green and gold. I mean, it truly does. I mean, if you grow up in Scott, Louisiana, you're going to 9 times out of 10, you're going to Acadiana High School. You're at Bill Dotson Stadium on Friday nights. It's a family thing. It's a culture thing. And Braylon Trahan, an example of that. Handoff, Taden Collins up the middle. They'll give him a gain of 4, so it'll be 3rd and 6 right here.
I think it just comes down. It means so much to us. We want to come back. We want to enjoy coming to the games. Braylon, as soon as he got his chance to come back and coach, he did it. You're doing a great job up here, leading the broadcast, and that's awesome. When you texted me, I was like, there was no doubt in my mind.
I mean, but there's examples like that all up and down this sideline. Matt McCullough is a perfect played quarterback here. Comes back, he's the head coach. Cade Dawes, offensive lineman coach, played here, won a state championship, comes back, he's a coach. I mean, when it gets in your blood, they say once a Ram, always a Ram, and it's not just a saying. Yeah, you're wearing it right now. Yeah. So there's a lot of truth to that. But there's a timeout down on the field. Acadiana leads this one 18-7 with 4:22. Let's take a break. You're listening to Wreckin' Ram Productions. to Bill Dotson Stadium. Acadiana with a big 3rd and 6 right here. Trying to go up 3 scores before the half. Optioned it earlier at the 50. They going for this.
Yeah, and again, there's that option. You need a first down right there, and I think he just got a little bit too excited with the yards in front of him. He's seen a lot of green, but great job, way to corral it, give yourself a chance to get a first down.
That's one thing I'll say about this team, especially offensively, of course. They take care of the football. Not a lot of fumbles this year, knock on wood. Not a lot of interceptions. We talked about it earlier, only 1 interception on the year. Take care of the football goes a long way. But here we go, 4th and 5 for the Veer Machine. Rolls far side, looking. He's got a man. He throws it downfield. It's complete for a first down. Believe that was Russell Babineau on the completion. Raging Cajun with another big catch right
There he
there.
is. You got to love a flood concept. Outside breaking route from the inside.
That was actually Colin on the play, so I'll be honest with you folks. On that far sideline, it's hard to see these green on gold numbers. Colin DeBetta with a big first down catch. It does get funny. Russell's number 8, Colin's number 6. That's the only thing that makes it hard as a broadcaster. Nonetheless, big bro to little bro, first down Rams. Try and play. Up the middle, there he goes.
There he breaks. There he goes.
Slide 9, Tayton Collins to the house, and the Rams take a 3-score lead with 3:11 left in the half.
Just like that, you set up a play, you go make a big 4th down conversion, and then the next play you break an inside zone. That defense gets worried about the pass. You go and you give up a big 4th down, and then you fall on your heels, break a run for a touchdown. Great play.
24-7, your Wreckin' Rams lead, pending the point after. Eddie Hernandez on the kick. Ty Lamartina to hold.
Here's a tip to extra point. Number 13, Edward Hernandez, holding number 5.
Tell you what, Nick.
Ty Lamartina.
See, that's a habit. That's a habit. I knew
Hey.
I would do it at least one time tonight. Let's shout him out.
Hey, shout out Nick.
Nick Fodno. The kick is up. The kick is good. But Nick Fodno, if you watch it tonight, I knew I would do it one time, and I knew I would get a laugh out of it. That's my shout out to Nick right there. Let's go break real quick. Again, your Wreckin' Rams lead this one 25-7. You're watching Wreckin' Ram Productions. Welcome back to Bill Dotson Stadium. Acadiana holding a 25-7 lead against the Sam Houston Broncos with 3:11 left to go in the first half. I'll tell you what, I said it earlier in the broadcast, start fast, put teams away early. You can't ask for much more than a 3-score lead before the half. And listen, there's 3:11 left on the clock. If you can hurry up and get this offense off the field, you give that Veer Machine one more chance to get the ball. I mean, you might have a chance at 4 scores before the half, so we're going to have to see what happens.
Definitely.
I'd say this, the Broncos aren't thinking like that. They're trying to do everything they can to get down the field and try to cut this thing before halftime, whether it's a field goal, whether it's 6, just, their goal is not to let that Veer Machine touch the football again this half.
And another key point to kind of remember, they stole a possession right at the beginning of the game with the onside kick. They go score a touchdown, they're right back in position to go score
Yeah,
again.
they can
and
play
tie
some
the
make
game.
it, take it. Because if they go down and score, they get the ball.
Definitely.
They get the ball at half. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Ball at the 20. 2 receivers far side. And Acadiana's going to take a timeout. We're going to go ahead and keep it here, though. So, but yeah, big possession right here for the Broncos. It could go a couple of ways. Like I said, if you go 3 and out, if your machine gets the ball back with a chance to go up 4 scores. If you are successful, you go down and punch your ticket in the end zone. You could play make it, take it, and you come out and you get the ball after half. I mean, that turns the whole game upside down. So,
and both teams can steal the possession here. The Acadiana can have a chance to take it back and maybe go get another score and make it a 3-score game. Or, like you said, play a little make it, take it, go score, get another chance to score. You find yourself in a one-possession game in the third quarter, it'll get interesting.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Rams, ball at the 20. 3:11 left to go in the first half. Drops back to pass, looking far side, now he's gonna roll near side. Throws it downfield, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. I tell you what, that was a heck of a throw right there by Gavin Stout. The receiver just not able to haul that one in. I believe that was number 18, Cooper Wierzema. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. That's the one that I had trouble with earlier. Either way, great throw by Stout, just not able to haul it in.
Very impressive throw there. And you can tell the Broncos are really trying to get that deep ball. I feel like the Rams have done a really good job of keeping everything in front of them and not allowing the big play.
Just so impressed by the offensive line of the Broncos tonight, like truly impressed. 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle. This is Bailey trying to get outside, but he's not going to get there. Amari Cooper with a tackle for loss. A big tackle for loss, and it's going to be 3rd and long for the Broncos. So here we go. A chance for this beer machine to get the ball back if the terrible Terps can stand tough just one more time. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 14, ball at the 16-yard line.
And there those DNs go for Acadiana right there, really setting the edge. Amarian really made a good play right there. And you could tell they're starting to get a little bit, they're starting to contain those edges a little more.
One safety high for the Rams. They're going to have to switch off here. Stout looks to the sideline for a play. Empty backfield, 5 receivers in the formation, flag on the play. False start on the Broncos. That is not what you want if you're the Broncos. It was a tall hill to climb to begin with, and it just got a little bit taller. They're going to be looking at a 3rd and 19. Ball is going to be back at the 11. Listen, this is a chance for Acadiana. And I got my wheels turning. It can go one of 2 ways. Sam Houston can play a little small ball, maybe run a little draw, maybe run a little screen, something to kind of play it safe. Or Acadiana can kind of pin those ears back and try to go get the quarterback. Anything can happen when you get close to that goal line.
Definitely.
5 wide. 3-step. Looking downfield, looking near side, throws it across the middle of the field, and what a great job right there by the terrible Turks. Number 13, Tamian Landry, the junior defensive back, breaks it up, and your Bear Machine's going to get the ball back with 2 minutes left to go in the half, and I imagine there should be some decent field position.
Oh, 100%. And again, you have 2 playmakers back there. Anything can happen. You get the ball in their hands, it might turn into 6 where you can go for another possession.
Back to receive is going to be Russell Babineau. He's going to be the near side receiver. And on the far side is Colin DeBetta. Both of them can take it back to the house. We haven't seen it a whole lot this year, but it's because punters and kickers have just completely kept it away from them. The punt is away. It's a low one. Bounces at the 30. Neither one of them is going to get a chance, though. Bounces at the 45, rolls. It'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So Acadiana's Veer Machine's going to start in plus territory. They're going to need 48 yards to go up 4 scores. We'll take a break. Acadiana leading 25-7 here on Wreckin' Ram Productions.
Wreckin' Rams will take over. 1st and 10 from the Bronco 48-yard line.
First and 10 Rams, ball at the 40, 48. 3-step drop. Pocket breaks down. Caden's got to throw this one away. And he does. But I don't think it was beyond the line of scrimmage. They're going to talk about this one. This might see, we might see some grounding.
Yeah, it's going to be intentional grounding. He didn't get it past the line of scrimmage. You know, sometimes it's almost better to just take the sack. There's not much going right there. There's no guys in the area. All your guys are down the field. So sometimes you just take the sack. But they'll still have a chance to maybe get some chunk yardage back, maybe a draw or something.
Intentional grounding on the offense.
A bunch of
5
plays
yards
in
from
that
the
playbook
spot of the
this year that they
pass,
can go
loss
to,
of down,
which is,
second down.
And it goes back to what I've been saying all night, a credit to the offensive and defensive lines for the Broncos. They've caused trouble tonight. And, you know, normally in a situation like that, Caden's got some time to really sit in that pocket and try to find somebody right there. He got flushed out almost as soon as he snapped the ball and just he had to get rid of it. And, you know, you can't fault the kid for trying to make a play, but he does lose it down right there.
Yeah, great job by that defensive lineman there making something happen.
Snap, handoff up the middle. Jonah Goche breaks a tackle. There he goes across the 50, the 40. He is gone. The pitbull.
That's that dog draw. There it is.
I love to say this. His nickname's the pitbull. He got that dog. And Jonah Goche, what was that, like second and 20? Second and 20. He hits it right up the middle and he's gone.
And again, that's that hard running. You break two arm tackle, you catch the defense on their heels, you go make a play.
Just the tandem of Jonah and Taylor. We talked about it all night. I mean, it's just, who do you stop? And how do you stop it? And if you do stop it, how are you going to stop Russell? How are you going to stop Collins? This Fear Machine, folks, is one of the most talented offensive units I've seen since I've been alive, if I'm being quite honest with y'all.
Very impressive. It's very fun to watch them as well. They make plays, and they look like they, you know, one of the biggest things that people probably are going to look over, it takes a lot of companionship and teamwork between the two guys to not butt heads. So for them to be very willing to give up touches for one another, that probably definitely equates to their success together.
That's a great point. But 1:34 left to go in the first half. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Acadiana takes a 32-7 lead before halftime. But that was kind of what I was talking to you about earlier this game, about how all these kids were sophomores together and they come up, and you mentioned it with the development side of it. You know, these freshmen, these sophomores usually, I mean, we don't see freaks of nature like Colin DeBetter all too often, but these freshmen, these sophomores, they get coached up really hard because there's an expectation when you put on that varsity jersey on Friday nights, you got to be ready. And so, you know, it might not always equate to wins and losses on the freshman field or the JV field, which I think JV is actually doing very well. I think they might be undefeated. But the point is that there's a development, not even at only this level. I mean, if you go to the middle schools around here, Jude East Middle, Scott Middle, Ega Martin, they run the veer. They run this offense. So it's a culture thing here at Acadiana High School. And going back to it, those kids have just grown up together, Caden and Jonah and Tayden. And it's all coming to fruition on the field this year. Kickoff, great return, but he's going to be tripped up just past the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1:30 left to go in the first half. And the Broncos will get one more shot to put some points on the board before halftime. Again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in, whether it's, you know, here locally, if you're a Wreckin' Ram, part of Ram Nation, or if you're tuning in from Moss Bluff or Lake Charles, a part of Bronco Nation. We want to thank you guys for watching Wreckin' Ram Productions. I am Cole Gilbo, and on the side of me, my special guest for tonight, Hunter Tabb, who has been doing a phenomenal job so far, and I can tell he's really having some fun up here.
Definitely. Having a great time.
1st and 10 Broncos. 3 receivers far side, 1 near side. Pistol formation, Bailey in the backfield. Snap, handoff, up the middle. Bailey breaks a tackle. Great run right there. Got about a gain of 15, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Broncos. That's exactly what you want out the gate with the clock winding down, because that gives you a little hope that you can get some points before the half.
When you have the team on their heels, kind of expecting pass. You have 2 good backs. You give them the ball.
They're going quick right here. Handoff up the middle once again, but there will be a flag for too many men on the field, so the play's only going to go for a gain of 1 or 2. But Acadiana not able to sub a defensive lineman off the field quick enough, so it's going to be too many men on the field. And man, it's just, you know, Acadiana, we haven't seen it too much this year, an offense that goes as quickly as Sam Houston does. But you know, you're still in the regular season. It's actually a blessing to see a team like this because you can prepare for it as you go further into the play.
There is no foul on the play.
They're going to wave this off, okay? Well, the reason I said it too, big number 98, I believe, was coming off the field, kind of jogging off the field, and I thought for sure he didn't get off in time. I thought there was 12 men. I saw the flag right away, but they wave it off, and it's 2nd and 8. Empty backfield, 4 wide to the far side. It's going to be a post route through his hands. He was looking for Ty Stout, his twin brother, in and out of his hands. And, I mean, that was a perfect ball, if I'm being quite honest with you.
He's definitely going to mess with his brother about that one after the game. But another good throw by him. He's really putting it on his hands. He's making good plays. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. You know, the receivers drop balls. But
I want to mention this to you, Hunter. There's a minute left in this half. This is 3rd and long. The Veer Machine might get one more chance to get the ball back. They do have a timeout. 3rd and 8, 2 receivers to each side, pistol formation. Slot goes in motion. Handoff up the middles to Bailey. Not able to break a tackle. They'll bring them down after a gain of 1. So it's going to be 4th, and let's call it a long 6. Acadiana takes its last timeout.
There's that timeout.
Acadiana takes its last timeout. A little of the clock has ran off, but I think they're going to get some time back. It should be somewhere around 55 seconds. And I would love to see either Russell Babineau or Colin DeBetta get a chance to return something before the half.
Definitely. Let them make a play. Let them show off what they can do.
So we'll go ahead and keep it here. Stoppage down on the field, but we'll keep it here with only, 50 seconds left to go in the half. And, I mean, listen, first time being back at the stadium. We talked about it before the game. Field looks beautiful. Facilities with the athletic complex and just the new scoreboard. And, of course, we added the press box a couple of years ago. Acadiana's come a long way back when me and you played, where it was turtleback grass field that was dead in the winter. And, you had just an old beat-up scoreboard. But, in those days, the motto for us, and I'm sure it was for y'all, is, we didn't have much, but we made a lot with less. And,
100%.
we just, and that was Ted Davidson that instilled that in us. I mean, Coach Ted's motto, or his standard was, and I'm sure it was for y'all, you want to get to that Thanksgiving practice, right?
Definitely.
You want to get to the quarterfinals. That's Acadiana's
I was
standard.
about to mention, you bringing up all the stuff, and I remember Coach Davidson, us practicing on Thanksgiving on the golden turf. And it was really just the sun was on the grass, and we were going to be out there at 7:30 a.m. on a Thanksgiving day, and that's a tradition. And it goes back to what you said. You said the standard. I think Acadiana is the standard of high school football.
Love it, man. I couldn't agree more. But here we go. Big chance for the Terrible Turks here to get the ball back for the Rams. 4th and 7. 2 receivers to each side. They're going to punt this. Ty Stout punts this one straight in the air. I saw him take a step back, and I knew something was fishy about that. Ball takes a bounce at about the 20, and he'll be brought in at about the 19. So the Veer machine's going to have to go 81 yards with about 45 seconds left to go in the half. Don't mind the move, because with doing that, there's no returners to return anything. And like we talk about all the time, Russell and Colin, 2 of the better returners in the entire state. Great design right there.
Hats off to their special team coach. You can definitely tell he had a really good game plan. And right there, that again, you don't give those guys that chance. Now you can almost play more of a prevent defense, try to keep everything in front of you and take the game into half the way it is.
Now let me ask you this. Play a little devil's advocate with that. You got 45 seconds left to go in the half. What you running here? You keeping it on the ground, running some option?
I think I'd pass it.
We're going. 5-step drop. Looking. He's got a man on the sideline. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right away. A gain of about 14.
Should be able to get on
move
the
the
ball.
sticks. Yeah, it will stop the clock. First down in high school does stop the clock. So Acadiana's going to be able to reset here. 1st and 10, ball at the 34. Clock starting. No, he's not going to spike it. He's going to turn around and try to throw it. Rolls far side. He's going to just have to throw this one out of bounds. And he does.
Surprised they didn't spike it there. Spike it, get yourself a play. But he might have seen something. He might have seen something on the field where he thought he had an advantage.
I kind of agree with you as well. I was kind of waiting for them to line up and just spike it and kind of huddle up, find another play. But they're going to call that a loss, actually.
I think he stepped out of bounds, I guess, before he threw it away.
Second time we've seen that tonight. He likes to live dangerously on that line, but it does look like he ran out of bounds before he dumped that pass off. So does lose about 8 is what I'll call it. Ball's going to be at the 27 now. Trap play. Parker Bruno on the carry. What a great carry right there by Parker Bruno. He will be shy of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and short for the Rams. 20 seconds left to go in the half, so I'm expecting us now. We're going to see some passes. I think this defense is going to start to move back a little bit. What I would like to see is maybe some sideline moves, catch a ball, get out, and then maybe give yourself a chance for like I don't want to call it a Hail Mary, but a manageable deep ball that can get to the end zone.
I mean, we see Caden throw a 55-yard pass earlier. You get another 4 or 5 yards, and that's right in the distance.
I was going to say, he's pretty much from where we are right now. So
he might be able to gain himself some time, throw a ball to one of the playmakers, let him make a play.
Got to get this first down, though. 3rd and 2. Snap, 3-step, swings it out wide of his intended receiver. That was Russell Babineau. It just didn't seem like they were on the same page right there. There's a lot of cushion between the defensive back and Russell. I think they were just trying to take what they can, probably run out of bounds. But now it's going to be 4th and 2. This is a kind of a curious call, because if Acadiana doesn't get the first and they turn the ball over right here, then the Broncos have a chance to get some points whether they want to try for a Hail Mary or, let's see, they got two timeouts left. I mean, that's a couple of
Complete a
plays.
pass or two. Yeah, definitely. I think Matt's going to stay aggressive right here. He likes a chance of getting 2 yards.
Yeah.
Especially the run is kind of out the picture, but you have a lot of playmakers.
Handoff up the middle. Tayton Collins trying to break a tackle. He's not going to get there.
Collins on the carry.
Tayton Collins is going to
Rams will
lose
turn
a
it
yard.
over on
And
downs
here
at
comes
their
the
own
Broncos
41-yard
offense
line.
with 9 seconds left in the first half. So they got 2 timeouts. Probably enough time for 2 plays. I'm expecting to see something short, maybe like a 5 or 10 yard pass play, get down quickly, call a timeout, and then maybe take one big, chunk play to the end zone. Or I don't know what their kicking situation's like. If you got a big leg kicker, you could try for a long one. I guess we're about to find out.
Definitely. I mean, you complete one pass right here, you call a timeout, you give yourself a chance. That was an aggressive call by Coach Matt. That's kind of what he does. He rolls the dice.
Doesn't get stopped too often on 4th down either. So I'm not faulting it. Just one of the
definitely.
fans at home to think, to get those wheels turning and think about that. 3 receivers near side. Running back's gonna motion to the far side receiver. 3-step drop, still dropping back. He's gonna throw it down the field. It's caught, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. That was a completion to Drew Dronette, the senior running back. And there's 3 seconds left on the clock.
Looks like
They will take a timeout.
Yep.
So they're gonna think about this one. Like I said, if you wanted to kick it, you'd be looking at a 50-yarder, roughly. You'd be looking at about a 50-yard field goal, maybe even closer to 53, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm expecting them to just take a shot.
Yeah, I think you have to. I don't see a kick team kind of building up over there. And it's hard to find a college pro kicker to kick a 50-yard field goal. I would love to see a 50-yard field goal, but I think taking a shot at it, nothing hurt by it. Maybe you can steal the touchdown before the half, get some momentum.
Want to keep you guys updated, and we will do so as we get closer to halftime. But keeping an eye on that, we want to definitely keep an eye on that Carencro Southside score, because those are 2 teams that are right behind us in the standings. So definitely we're gonna get you guys a score on that one soon. Because those are 2 teams that are right behind us in the race. I mean, listen, Acadiana's up 32-7 with 3 seconds left to go in this half. 3 receivers far side, 1 near side, pistol formation. Running back's gonna swing out far side, 3-step, has to kind of evacuate the pocket. Pulls up, throws it downfield. It's gonna be short of the end zone, and it's gonna be knocked away incomplete.
That's the first half,
So that's gonna be the end of your first half, and it's been all Acadiana in this one. Again, they lead 32-7 against the Sam Houston Broncos. Go ahead and stick around, watch a little bit of the halftime action from the Pride of Acadiana Marching Band, and we'll be back with more football on Wreckin' Ram Productions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you draw your attention to midfield for the presentation of this year's Acadiana Band, Color Guard, and Dance Team Seniors. We'd like to take this time to recognize these individuals and their many accomplishments over the past 4 years. Our first senior to be acknowledged tonight is Miss Evelyn Casanova. Evelyn is being escorted by her mother, Guadalupe Norcazare, and her father, Jesus Casanova. Evelyn has participated in the dance team for 3 years. She is currently the dance team captain, was named the team MVP her junior year, and received a special recognition ribbon. Her most memorable band experience was her very first UDA camp. Evelyn said that the things she will miss most are dancing at halftime and having fun at practice with her teammates. Mr. Durgan Cervantes. Durgan is being escorted by his mother, Anna Guidry, his father, Jason Guidry, and his brother, Jameson Guidry. Durgan has participated in marching band for 4 years, symphonic band for 2 years, concert band for 2 years, percussion ensemble for 2 years, and jazz band for 1 year. He is currently the assistant drumline captain and was a member of the LBA All-Star Blast Band. His most memorable band experience was performing in Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. Durgan said that the thing he will miss the most about band is the friends he has made along the way. Miss Amber Comine. Amber is being escorted by her mother, Charlena Comine, and her father, Aaron Comine. Amber has participated in marching band for 4 years and symphonic band for 4 years. She is currently the front ensemble captain. Her most memorable band experiences were playing at the Edna Carr playoff game and performing in Walt Disney World. Amber said that the thing she will miss the most about band is the lifelong friendships she has made. Cooper Corville. Cooper is being escorted by his mother, Beth Corville, and his father, Corey Corville. Cooper has participated in marching band for 4 years, symphonic band for 3 years, and concert band for 1 year. He was awarded the title of Most Improved Marcher in 2023. His most memorable band experience was performing at Northwestern State his freshman year alongside his older sister. Cooper said that the things he will miss the most about band are the Friday night games and the early Saturday morning competitions. Andrew Davis. Andrew is being escorted by his father, Joseph Davis, and his mother, Jessica Domain. Andrew has participated in marching band for 4 years, concert band for 2 years, jazz band for 2 years, and symphonic band for 2 years. He was selected to the 2022 District Honor Band and was the recipient of the Most Improved Band Member Award in 2023. His most memorable band experience was his first marching band rehearsal his freshman year. Andrew said that the things he will miss the most about band are jazz band class and free food. Janae Doucette. Janae is being escorted by her mother, Lydia Hernandez, and her father, Damon Hernandez. Janae has been a member of the Color Guard for 4 years and the Winter Guard for 4 years. She was a member of the 2023-2024 Section of the Year, the 2024 LMCGPC Regional A Silver Medalists, and is currently the Color Guard head captain. Her most memorable band experiences were performing in Walt Disney World and earning the silver medal with her teammates. Janae said that the things she will miss the most about band are the Color Guard karaoke sessions on the bus and her band family. Jared Gary. Jared is being escorted by his mother, Kristen Broussard, his father, Corey Prejean, and his grandmother, Jolene Broussard. Jared has participated in marching band for 4 years, symphonic band for 4 years, jazz band for 4 years, and concert band for 4 years. He was selected to the District Honor Band in 2023 and 2024, advanced to the second round of All-State auditions 2 years in a row, and is currently the assistant drum major. His most memorable band experiences are performing in Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World and riding the Velociraptor. Jared said that the things he will miss the most about band are playing at football games and traveling around the state. Brianna Gaspard. Brianna is being escorted by her mother, Delana Gaspard. Brianna has participated in marching band for 4 years, concert band for 1 year, and symphonic band for 3 years. She was a member of the Louisiana Bandmasters Association Blast Band in 2024 and is the current clarinet section leader. Her most memorable band experiences were performing at Magic Kingdom in Disney World and riding the Velociraptor with her friends. Brianna said that the things she will miss the most of our band are the bus rides, the competitions, and spending Friday nights with her best friends. Austin Graham. Austin is being escorted by his mother, Amber Smith, and his father, Evan Smith. Austin has been in marching band for 4 years and concert band for 4 years. His most memorable band experiences were his first marching competition and performing in Magic Kingdom. Austin said that the things he will miss the most about band are competitions and hanging with his friends. Melanie Gillen. Melanie is being escorted by her mother, Maria Gillen, and her father, Jose Gillen. Melanie has participated in marching band for 4 years, symphonic band for 3 years, and concert band for 1 year. Melanie is currently the flute section leader and was awarded the Most Improved Symphonic Band Member Award. Her most memorable band experience was the Edna Carr playoff game and riding Space Mountain in Magic Kingdom. Melanie said that the things she will miss the most about band are the long bus rides to games and competitions. Jada Harmon. Jada is being escorted by her mother, Carice Harmon, and her father, James Harmon. Jada has participated in marching band for 2 years, symphonic band for 2 years, and concert band for 1 year. Jada is both a full-time band member and an athletic trainer for our Wreckin' Ram football team. Her most memorable band experience was riding the Velocicopter with her friends at Universal Studios. Jada said the thing she will miss the most about band is doing line dances during band camp and the band banquet. Ashton Hebert. Ashton is being escorted by his mother, Angela Hebert, and his father, Britt Hebert. Ashton has participated in color guard for 1 year and has been a band manager for 2 years. His most memorable band experience was performing in Magic Kingdom in Disney World. Ashton said that the thing he will miss the most about band are his band brothers and sisters. Annison Johnson. Annison is being escorted by his mother, Jessica Johnson, and his father, Brent Johnson. Annison has participated in marching band for 4 years, jazz band for 2 years, and symphonic band for 4 years. Annison was selected to the 2024 District Honor Band and was the recipient of the Most Improved Symphonic Band Member Award in 2022. He is currently the brass field captain. His most memorable band experiences were performing in Walt Disney World and enjoying football games and competitions with his friends. Annison said that the things he will miss the most about band are being a member of the best section in the band and performing with his friends that have always been by his side. James Gavin Jones. Gavin is being escorted by his mother, Chantel Jones, and his father, Curtis Jones. Gavin has participated in marching band for 4 years, concert band for 1 year, jazz band for 4 years, and symphonic band for 3 years. He was selected to the LBA All-Star Jazz Band in 2024. His most memorable band experiences were marching in Magic Kingdom in Disney World, as well as the New Orleans Superdome. Gavin said that the things he will miss the most about band are the long bus rides to games and competitions. Gage Matthews. Gage is being escorted by his mother, Hope Matthews, and his grandmother, Dagmar Thibodeau. Gage has participated in marching band for 4 years, concert band for 2 years, jazz band for 1 year, and symphonic band for 2 years. His most memorable band experience was performing in the New Orleans Superdome. Gage said that the thing he will miss the most about band are the long bus rides. Drew Mouton. Drew is being escorted by his mother, Leslie Mouton, and his father, Jeremy Mouton. Drew has participated in marching band for 4 years and concert band for 4 years. He earned the Most Improved Marcher Award in 2024. His most memorable band experience was performing in Magic Kingdom in Disney World. Drew said that the things he will miss the most about band are traveling and his signature rehearsal yell. Andres Ortega Delgado. Andres is being escorted by his mother, Claudia Ortega, and his father, Jose Ortega. Andres has participated in marching band for 4 years, concert band for 1 year, and symphonic band for 3 years. His most memorable band experience was practicing in the swamp. Andres said that the thing he will miss the most about band is set 10. McAllen Richard. Mac is being escorted by his mother, Danielle Richard, and his father, Levi Crater. Mac has participated in marching band for 4 years, jazz band for 3 years, symphonic band for 3 years, and concert band for 4 years. He was selected to the LBA All-Star Bands 3 years in a row, District Honor Band 3 years in a row, All-State Honor Band 2 years in a row, once to the All-South Honor Band, and was the recipient of the Most Outstanding Freshman Award, Most Outstanding Concert Band Member Award, Most Outstanding Junior Award, Most Outstanding Brass Member Award, and is the current trumpet section leader. His most memorable band experience was the power going out at last year's Lafayette High game. Mac said that the thing he will miss the most about band is his band friends and family. Nicholas Rico Arellano. Nicholas is being escorted by his mother, Maria Arellano, and his father, Nicholas Rico Sanchez. He has participated in marching band for 4 years, concert band for 2 years, and symphonic band for 2 years. His most memorable band experiences were performing at the U.S. Bands Regional as well as the Superdome. Nicholas said that the things he will miss the most about band are performing at football games and competitions. Dulce Rodriguez. Dulce is being escorted by her mother, Lina Melendrez, and her father, Cesar Rodriguez. Dulce has participated in dance team for 3 years. She was recognized as an All-American and was the recipient of the Best Attitude Award. Her most memorable dance experiences were the Edna Carr playoff game and performing in the New Orleans Superdome. Dulce said that the thing she will miss the most about dance team is performing at football games. Josie Venable. Josie is being escorted by her mother, Jessie Venable, and her brothers, Jacob Venable and John Braun. Josie has participated in color guard for 4 years and winter guard for 4 years. She was the recipient of the Most Improved Color Guard Member Awards her freshman year and sophomore year. Her most memorable band experiences were marching in Magic Kingdom and earning the LMCGPC Silver Medal. Josie said that the things she will miss the most about band are performing at games and competitions with her best friend, Noelle. Daryl Villasenor. Daryl is being escorted by his mother, America Villasenor. Daryl has participated in marching band for 2 years and symphonic band for 2 years. His most memorable band experience was earning sweepstakes at nearly every competition. Daryl said that the thing he will miss the most about band is performing under the Friday night lights. Ethan Washington. Ethan is being escorted by his mother, Margaret Washington, and his father, Robert Washington. Ethan has participated in marching band for 4 years, symphonic band for 3 years, concert band for 4 years, and jazz band for 1 year. He was selected to the LBA All-Star Bands 3 years in a row, District Honor Band 2 years in a row, and was recently selected to the All-State Honor Band. He was also the recipient of the Best Marcher Award, the Most Outstanding Junior Award, the Most Improved Member Award, and is currently our head drum major. His most memorable band experiences were marching in Magic Kingdom with the best section in the band and playing at the Edna Carr playoff game. Ethan said that the things he will miss the most about band are leading his peers as the drum major and performing under the Friday night lights. That will conclude this evening's senior presentation. Let's hear it one more time for the class of 2025. Don't forget to stick around after the game for the Acadiana Marching Band's post-game performance of their show Around Midnight. Do you need to replace a bed in your home? Now's the time. The Acadiana High School Band, soccer team, and a wrestling team are hosting their annual one-day mattress sale on Sunday, November 10th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. here at Acadiana High School. They will have over 28 floor model samples on display for you to try from name brand companies like Simmons Beauty Rest, Purple, and more. All beds are brand new, available in all sizes, and come with full factory warranties delivered to your home 3 weeks after the sale. They will have pillows, mattress protectors, bed frames, and even adjustable beds available as well. See your favorite Acadiana band member, soccer player, or wrestling team member or parent for more information about this event. Sleep better, save money, and help out Acadiana High School.
Absolutely. Yeah, when you mute me, I can still hear you. Yes. Welcome back to Bill Dotson Stadium. It's halftime, and your Wreckin' Rams have a big lead, 32-7, against the Sam Houston Broncos. Acadiana in control of this one. And like we mentioned, it's senior night here at Bill Dotson, and Acadiana's also playing for their share of that District 3-5A title. We want to thank you all for tuning in to Wreckin' Ram Productions once again. I'm your play-by-play man, Cole Gilbo. On the side of me, my special guest, Hunter Tab. Of course, we want to thank our producers, Mr. Bradley, Mr. Denny upstairs, as well as the Wreckin' Ram students who are putting in the work with the cameras tonight. So, first half, Acadiana's Veer Machine doing what it does. We talked about how they were gonna, showcase their seniors on senior night, and they've done that. Tayden Collins, great first half. Jonah Goche, Russell Babineau with a big touchdown catch. I mean, just Caden DeBetta, showing off his arm on a couple of those throws and really, doing some good things. It's offensively, all systems go. But it's the defense that's kind of answered the bell. There was a lot of question marks whether when they played a passing offense like Sam Houston, would they be able to respond and really shut them down? And I think they've done that. I mean, this is an offense that's scoring 35 points per game, and they only got 7 on the scoreboard. So I've been impressed with all sides of the ball so far.
And I think it comes down to it's a very veteran group. Again, they get the onside kick to start the game. It's a lot of veteran leadership that takes a stand and say, hey, we're going to stop this momentum here. We're going to get that Veer Machine back on the field, get it rolling, and take control of the game. And I think they've done a real good job of that. Just seeing the Sam Houston offense, I feel like they've had more success than the points show.
Absolutely.
They've moved the ball pretty well. They've been having trouble getting into the red area and scoring some touchdowns. But I expect them to come out, fight back a little bit. They're still in the running for everything. They come back, put a half together, make it interesting. You never know what happens.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball to start the half. So, to be honest with you, their first drive out of the halftime is going to go a long way for them, because if you're Sam Houston and you go 3 and out and you give the ball back to the Veer Machine and they go down and punch one in, the game's going to be, the game could potentially be out of reach as it is, but if you let that happen, the game really will be out of reach. So, that first drive out the gate for the Broncos is going to go a long way for the final score. Now, listen, if they get that ball back and they drive down the field, they have a good plan, and they score, then, you're a couple of scores down, but, you give your team some life. Because like you said, their offense has looked very impressive tonight. It just hasn't translated on the scoreboard.
Definitely. And again, you give Drew Bailey the ball in space, and he can make some plays. He breaks a big run. He makes a big play for this team. You kind of find yourself back. The special team's really been keeping Acadiana on their toes. So it's going to be interesting to see how Sam Houston plans to come out of halftime. If they're gonna stay on the attack, play aggressive, or they're just going to lay down.
Moments away from the second half kickoff. Again, Acadiana leads 32-7. Here on senior night at Bill Dotson Stadium. Actually turned out being a very nice night for football. As I mentioned, we've been blessed with some great weather all season long. Had some scare of some rain earlier in Ruston this year in week 1. It totally missed us. It actually turned out to be a great night. Same situation here. We've been battling the rain the last couple of days, but you look outside, not a drop has fallen, today, to be honest, but the wind feels great, the weather's great, and just another great fall night of Louisiana high school football. So blessed that we get some more good weather in this Wreckin' Ram football season. Again, the Broncos are going to be receiving the second half kickoff. Eddie Hernandez down on the field to tee this one up. While we have a second, we want to thank some people for tuning in. I know my buddy Nick Fondo, our normal color guy, is watching this one from Southside High School. His daughter is a senior in that Southside Shark band, so that's why he's not with us tonight. Also, his mom is J.D. Fondo as well, our biggest fan. And other guys like Striker Trahan and his grandparents, the Stellies that watch from Scott. So, again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to Wreckin' Ram Productions. Kick is away. Eddie with a high and deep one. He's been doing it all year. That's in the end zone. And the Broncos will start first and 10 at the 20.
And I shout out Nick as well for letting me have his spot tonight. Hopefully I'm doing a good job holding it down for him. Shout out to my guys, Jay Goody and Jay Stinson. They were soccer players back in their day, and they helped me put some notes together, got me prepared for everything today.
Awesome, man. Love giving shout outs when we have the opportunity. So Broncos are going to have to start quick in this half to get back in this ball game. Trailing 32-7. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side, pistol formation. There is a wing to the left of the formation. Snap. Handoff. Bailey trying to find a lane. Not going to get one. He'll get a gain of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Ball at the 21.
And I think their biggest thing they're going to try to do is give Bailey the ball. They can get him the ball. You can tell that's the engine that makes their offense go. So they get him the ball, let their quarterback make some plays, and get a little pressure off his back. And that's just going to be their game plan. They're going to rock with it.
2nd and 9. 2 receivers near side. 1 to the far side. And a wing to the right. The formation goes in motion. Snap. 3-step drop. Looking near side. Going to roll near side. Still looking downfield. Going to have to throw this one away. And he does. Great job by Keldrick Francis, the linebacker there, to force Stout to get rid of the ball. Acadiana's been doing this all night, holding the Broncos to another 3rd and long.
I think the D-line's really made the adjustment from those first few drives. They've really kept them contained. They've tried to stop that extra like quarterback, kind of keeping everything in front of them.
Yeah, you can tell that Jeff Simmons really relied on the defensive backs. Basically, just keep containment and let the play develop. Stout's going to roll out near side. Going to throw it down the field. Nearly picked off.
Pass holds incomplete.
That was Keeman Thibodeau, number 7.
Thibodeau in the coverage to bring up 4th
He thought he
down.
had a chance, or he definitely
Also,
had a
ladies
chance.
and gentlemen,
I was hoping he would have got a pick right there. For those of you at home that remember the pregame show, Keeman Thibodeau and Dalen Lewis are tied with the team lead at 3. And I know them guys know that. They have to talk every week like, hey man, I'm gonna try to jump you this week on the interception leaderboard.
No.
But nonetheless, I mean, a great job. Terrible Turks 3 and out.
Oh, another one. Another good stop by the defense, and there's the chance to really get that momentum.
Here you go. Ball's going to bounce at the 50, but it will take a Bronco, or I should say a Ram bounce, and that's where we'll be spotted at the 50. So you're not able to get a return here. It'll be 1st and 10, Veer Machine at the 50. We'll go ahead and keep it here. But, I mean, this is a chance for Acadiana to really truly put the game away early in the second half.
Man, I already know Matt had a good talk with him in the locker room, telling him that the game's not over. You got to go get it. If you want this district championship on senior night, you go get it. You come out of half and you keep the pressure on them. And it looks like the defense really took that as word. So
Acadiana's going to have to go 50 yards to put another score on the board. Handoff up the middle. This is Parker Bruno. Looks like they'll give him a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. So Nick Fodno writes for the Advocate, and he does quotes and whatnot. He talks to Caden after a lot of the games, most of the games. And Caden says that they love creating a lead to where that second team can come in. Ty Lambertina and Caden DeBet are really good friends. So, but that's kind of going to what we're talking about. You want to get it to a point on that scoreboard, put the game away early enough to let your friends that, the JV squad is what we'll call it. You want to let them get some more significant playing district time. And me and Nick talk about it a lot. To let those young guys get significant playing time in district games will go a long way towards next year's team.
Oh, 100%.
Handoff to Bruno again. Trying to get outside. Can he turn the corner? He does. He's across the 40. Across the 30. He is gone. Parker Bruno from 49 yards out. And Acadiana pulls away. I said it earlier just a couple plays ago. I think this is out of hand.
Yeah, that's a great run. That's a way to really keep the pressure on the other team. And again, I think that comes back to the standard of Acadiana high football. You're up 30 points, 25 points, 3 possession game, and you have your receiver out there blocking 20 yards down the field to help spring a run, not to mention a great run by the running back.
That's another thing that Acadiana's been blessed with. Parker Bruno's a senior. So Acadiana's got 4 seniors in that 4 senior running backs in that stable. Most years you might have 2, maybe just 1. This year Acadiana's got 4 senior running backs they can turn to. And like we said all night long, every senior is going to get their chance to shine. Parker Bruno, welcome to the party. Kick is up, kick is good. 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Your Wreckin' Rams lead this one 39-7. We'll take a short break. You're watching Wreckin' Ram Productions.
Wilson, number 70. Brody Bruder Estes, number 52. Number 71, Robert Welch. The big horse, Braxton Scribe, number 51. Number 79, James Warren. And the big tight end, ladies and gentlemen, number 83, Jaden Bessar.
Check 1-2,
the big
green,
man
check
with the
1-2.
gear.
1st and 10 Rams, ball at the 40.
hold check. First down, Rams.
Ball at the 40-yard line. Green check 2, green check 2. Welcome back to Bill Dotson Stadium. 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. This game well in hand for your Wreckin Rams, though. They hold a 39-7 lead against the Sam Houston Broncos here on senior night. And every senior's got their chance to shine tonight. And, I mean, just a well-rounded game so far in all phases. This kick is through the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 Broncos at the 20.
It's very nice being back out here. It's I'm sure you were a part of a lot of these. It's very reminiscent on times you had where you go out there and, let's be honest, we're going out there kicking some butt, tearing it up, right?
Yeah.
And you've been in this situation again. Those the young guys, and you were the young guy. I was the young guy who got to go in this situation and kind of make a name for themselves and show like, hey, coach, I can play. I can do this. And that's where that standard really comes in. These guys get that playing time, and they kind of step into those roles the next year.
I mean, you're making great points, and if you can take it a step further than that. The middle schoolers in the area that come to these Friday night games, I see a bunch of young kids running around on the sideline and whatnot. They want to play for the green and gold, and the standard creates itself, one, when you're winning football games, right? Run right there on the, Bailey on the carry right there, going to be a gain of 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4. But winning is the first, that creates the standard, of course, but then you got to maintain that standard. You got to do things year in and year out to basically show your fans and show the young kids, hey, this is the way Acadiana plays football. This is how they done it. And the standard, one, the goal is always to win District 3-5A, which Acadiana has done probably in and out every year. I mean, they might lose one, here and there. Throw across the middle of the field, it's complete. Going to break one tackle, but he'd be brought down at about the 40, so that's going to be enough for a Bronco first down. That was Aiden Rose, senior wide receiver, on the catch. But the point I'm getting at is goal number 1 is always to win the district, right? And Acadiana's right on the doorstep of winning another one. Goal number 2, and we talked about it earlier, is that Thanksgiving practice, making it to the quarterfinals. I believe that's the true standard of Acadiana. Acadiana always wants to be a quarterfinal team. That is the standard of Acadiana. And then 3, of course, is going to the Super Bowl.
Definitely.
Handoff. No, he's going to keep it himself and throw it downfield. Aiden Rose again, not able to break a tackle. Going to be a gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Ball is going to be at the 46-yard line.
It's a blessing to be able to be a part of a program like that, where that is the standard. There's not many teams in the state, arguably the country, that is their standard, is to go to the you should go to the quarterfinals. That's the goal, and more every single year. So I think it's awesome, but it goes back to, like we said, the standard. You have Coach Dotson that started it off. You have Coach Davidson, Coach McCullough. You got to run out of stuff to name stuff after.
Swing play. Finds Bailey once again, and you said it earlier, this has been their offense tonight. Drew Bailey has done everything. His stat line is going to be incredible. It's enough for a Bronco first down, but absolutely, yeah, Dotson started it off, the Cavalier family, Hanks, Davidson, McCullough now. Everything's kept in-house at Acadiana. It's a family tradition. It really is, and, I mean, this year is basically just a visual of all of that. It's just all come together, and, but going back to it, that's the JV standard, letting them get that playing time. And, it all comes together when you're making these deep playoff runs. Handoff. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to roll near side. Stout looks downfield. He takes a shot. There's one-on-one. Dalen Lewis. Let's see who came up with it. They're calling it.
They're calling it.
They're calling this a completion. Wow. They're calling that a completion by Aiden Rose. So a great job. Look, they're gonna. I thought for sure Dalen Lewis had that football, and there's a lot of mad coaches down on the sideline. Head referee. There's a stoppage on the play. They're gonna meet at the field. Listen, of course we're the home broadcast. You're biased for your team. I firmly believe that Dalen Lewis had control of that football. Actually, if Dalen didn't have it, I thought it was even an incomplete pass.
Yeah, there's not many times you see 2 guys fighting for the ball in the air and the guy that comes up with the ball not get the catch. I mean, great play by him. Great play, way to come down with the ball for Aiden, but I think they might be discussing it.
I mean, a lot of things in play right here. I mean, you got a potential interception, a potential completion, and then a potential incomplete pass. So getting some feedback from our producers, Mr. Denny, want to thank him. He's saying he's replayed that play 3 times. He firmly believes it's an incomplete pass. But listen, this is Louisiana high school football. You never know how these. We ain't got replay,
yeah.
So you never know how this is gonna go. Taking their time down on the sideline. It looks like head referee's going to go to the far sideline and talk to the Sam Houston head coach Chad Davis. And I mean, we could just go based off of what we saw. And like I said, I'm getting told that they believe it's incomplete, but at the end of the day, it's going to be the head referee's decision. And it does look like they're going to back this up. Is it an interception?
Then they called it an interception.
How about that?
There you go.
Even better. So they're going to call this an interception, and guess what? Dalen Lewis takes the team lead in interceptions. That's going to be number 4 for that young man. He is having an incredible season. He's averaging an interception every 2 weeks. I mean,
that's a great play. Great ball skills there. Jumps up, makes a play. Contested catch. Kind of a 50-50 ball. I thought he came down with it at first, but
I do want to say this. He was in a heck of a position to make the play. Obviously, I mean, they're calling it an interception. He put himself in a heck of a position. It is not easy to play one-on-one with a receiver on a post route, and he was in great position the whole time. But that's how he's been all year long.
And like your partner says, speed. He catches up to him, goes pick off the ball. That's impressive.
2 receivers far side. Stoppage down on the field still. Acadiana seems like they'll have this one 1st and 10 with their backs to the end zone. The ball's going to be at the 7-yard line.
Doesn't look like the Sam Houston coach is too happy. I think they're kind of discussing some stuff over there.
Well, speaking of that, I mean, there is some talks, and it's going to happen eventually. It's just not every school is capable of it now. But there are talks that eventually high school football is going to have replay in some capacity. So, I mean, that's an example that I'm sure, Chad Davis on that sideline would have loved to use the red flag, throw that out.
Definitely.
But, we'll take any calls that can go Acadiana's way, of course. And nonetheless, even if it was called an incomplete pass, it's still a great job by Dalen Lewis by being in position and just making a good play. And just blessed that he was called, with an interception. So we'll call it what it is.
And back on the instant replay, I think if you can do it, you should definitely make the game as advanced as you can. That way you can get the looks, you can not steal some opportunity away from some of these kids. They go out, work hard every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes that could be the smallest little thing. And in this case, it's not game-changing to say, but
right.
In some cases it could be.
Right. The thing I think is stopping them is consistency from school to school. Some schools just don't have the capability to do that. But 1st and 10 Rams. Swings it out to Russell. Not going to be able to break a tackle. And they're going to call this one no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Rams.
Now, partially, I may be biased, but you go back to that 2018 semifinal game. You're playing Hahnville at home. Comes down to a 2-point conversion with Puka Williams.
Yeah.
He makes outstanding player, by the way. But he makes an incredible play to even give himself a chance to score. He reaches over the goal line. He ends up winning the game.
Yeah.
Was he in? Was he not? Again, I'm biased. I was on the losing side of that.
Yeah.
But
and I was here for that game as well, as a fan.
That would be a great scenario to have that. That way it's everybody really knows.
Right. 2nd and 10. Ball's on the ground. But there he goes!
Oh, wow.
I believe this is Logan Charles. It is. He's across the 30. And he'd be brought down there. I'm going to be honest. It looked like Caden DeBetta never had the snap. Like, it looked like there was a fumbled snap. It was just a sea of bodies. And then all of a sudden, just coming out of a chute was the running back for, what was that, about a 70-yard gain, man. I mean, first down veer machine. And
what a heads-up play to get the ball, have the whereabouts to find the hole. Might have to add that to the playbook, huh? The old fake fumble.
Fumble Ruski, huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it really, when the snap happened, it looked like Caden lunged forward, almost like he fumbled the snap, and then all of a sudden, the running back was going.
Yeah.
So, I'll have to go back on the replay, and,
there you go.
and
right
watch
there.
that one. 1st and 10 Rams, ball up to 27. Swings this one out to Colin. He's across the 25, spins off a tackle. He'll be brought down at about the 19-yard line, a couple of yards short of the first down, but a good first down throw and catch right there. It'll be 2nd and 2.
They're starting to incorporate that little bubble game, that zone bubble kind of, where it's kind of like an option. I don't know if it's an option for them, but that's the same thing Sam Houston was having success with, doing those little bubble and motion routes into the flat, kind of having a run pass type option.
Right, and I like that because it opens up the middle. If you want to go back and listen, the game's, I mean, you're up big now, but if the game was tighter, that opens up that defensive line and kind of spreads that defense out to where you can start running that classic 33-34 veer and pound in the middle, which, I mean, you talked about. That's what Acadiana is always going to be built on. This passing game is just a good feature of that. Handoff to Carver Swallow. Cuts back up the middle. Only going to get a short gain, but it does look like it will be enough for a Wreckin' Ram first down. Carver Swallow getting a chance tonight, another senior.
And that formation right there, that was almost like a base tight formation. They had the receivers almost in like H-backs, and that was almost kind of like the Army offense. You have a motion around the back, the little triple option.
Yes. So we're good here. So 1st and 10 Rams, ball is at the 16-yard line. So it's still an opportunity, of course, for another first down for the Rams. And got to laugh every time I look down there at the chain game. My father-in-law holding the stick, handoff up the middle. Looks like it may have been Parker Bruno on the carry. Gain of, let's call it 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. But Parker Bruno's had himself a nice game tonight, getting a couple of touches, and he had that big touchdown run earlier. So just I love to see all these seniors really shining on senior night. I've said that all night long.
It's awesome, man. And the ability to get these guys involved, and even it hadn't even been in blowout fashion. They've been getting the ball consistently throughout the game, all making plays in pivotal moments. It's pretty impressive.
Handoff to Parker Bruno again. Trying to turn the corner. Can he get in the end zone?
Bring the hat.
Are they going to give it to him? No, they're going to mark him out at the 1-yard line, but he absolutely ran over the defensive back. I just wish he would have kept his body in, because that would have been such an impressive run. But nonetheless, 1st and goal Rams, ball at the 1.
As your team used to say, bring the wood, huh?
Bring the wood.
Bring the wood.
Oh, he brought the wood there. Yeah. Would love to see Parker. I mean, I would love to see him cap it off. Just give it to him.
Give it back to him.
Bread and butter 34 veer. Give it to him and let him. Let's go up big right here.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing.
4:24 left to go in the third quarter. Acadiana leads 39-7. Roll out. Dumps it off. It was low and wide of Carver Swallow. So you see another example of them trying to get another senior involved. Carver Swallow, of course, a senior. Parker Robichaux had a touchdown reception earlier. Russell Babineau had one as well. They're trying to get Carver Swallow,
That's awesome.
And don't be surprised if they try to do that again right here.
Oh, definitely.
I think with the way the lead is, I mean, I don't mind, testing out your goal line passing opportunities. Yeah. Don't be surprised to see them try for for Carver Swallow one more time. He's not in the formation, though. Handoff up the middle, 34 veer touchdown. Touchdown Rams. Bread and butter. Logan Charles with the touchdown carry. There's another senior. So Tate Collins, Jonah Goche, Parker Bruno, Logan Charles. 4 senior running backs, 4 touchdowns. Have yourself a senior night. 45-7. Your Wreckin' Rams lead with 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Eddie Hernandez on to kick the extra point. Ty Lambertine in the hole. And keep in mind, Ty is the backup quarterback. We might be seeing him pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely. Get him some experience. Get him in the game.
Snap is good. Kick is up. Kick is good. 46-7, your Rams lead. Let's take a break. This is Wreckin' Ram Productions. Not sure what he was thinking. That's bad. Not to throw anybody under the bus, but I think that was Keon Ledet.